Who are these people?
All right. Welcome. Looks like Bill got his camera working while we were
Woohoo!
in the countdown. Well, my
Figured it
name
out.
is Andrew Rivera.
What
Alongside,
happened to that lighting or the other intro you had before?
yeah, I haven't done it in the last few weeks. I don't know. I just haven't felt like doing it. And every time I do it, I get a copyright in the music. So I got to figure out what music to
The
use. So
music, really? Oh my god!
Really?
yeah, I've been scrapping it the last few
It's
weeks,
not
trying to
even a
figure out what
licensed
music to use.
song.
I know. That's the thing. It's not even licensed because It's the Canva music that we use for the INN Premium, but for whatever reason, it's copyrighted. So keep getting copyright strikes. Not really strikes, more like warnings. Like, hey, look, if your channel is monetized, you can't use this music. Basically, like a warning. Basically. Luckily, my channel's not monetized, so I really don't care. But still, I mean, it's annoying to get those emails. So, anyways, my name is Andrew Rivera. Alongside Alex, Witchy, and Bill, this is Angel in the afternoon. Hope everybody had a great week this week. We got plenty to talk about. The continuation of our Venezuela coverage, alongside let's see, what else do we have this week? I've saved so many. Oops, hold on. Bear with
Tony,
me.
the Duke, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
The Mexico We got Trump claiming he's going to run Venezuela for years. We got the Senate doing a fake bill trying to block Trump from running Venezuela for years. We got Trump claiming what?
Sorry. We're gonna yell about the Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
shooting.
that yeah. I
All the
mean, why not?
stupid responses from MAGA. You know how they're saying.
Oh, it's not just
We
MAGA.
got We got the president claiming he wants a $1.5 trillion military budget for this year. So even more than $1 trillion he got last year.
The
America
sheeple
last.
better be doing,
America last.
the sheeple better be, aka the poor people, they better be sucking dick because that's all we're good for.
We got a Danish PM claiming he's going to attack the U.S. over Greenland, which is bullshit. No way he'll attack the United States for anything. We got Colombia and drama between Gustavo Petro and Donald Trump, which is very interesting there. And the reason why I'm talking about that
Yes,
because
they
I have family living in Colombia, which I'll get to that in a moment once we actually get to that part of the show.
Kieran keeps count. So Kieran, what's my count? 1?
And so much more. So if you haven't already,
Tulsi Gabbard finally tweeted a few days ago about Venezuela, and it was the same old shit that she's been spewing.
Well, and can I just say something? I know, little brother, you watch the Jimmy Dore show, and I was told recently because I was watching Kit's show earlier, and someone told me in the chat that Kurt Metzger said "fuck around and find out" to the shooting. Well, Kurt Metzger, you can go fuck around and find out yourself because
I think that's probably why that Jimmy video was downvoted. That's probably why, because if he really said
right.
That's
Well-
what someone said. He said, I don't know. I don't watch the Jimmy Dore show
hold
anymore. But all I'm going to say is that literally, Kurt Metzger, I mean, I used to watch the Jimmy Dore show, I mean, religiously. And if you say that, literally, Kurt Metzger and Jimmy Dore don't have kids in the fucking public school systems. Why are ICE raiding these schools? Because
Well,
they're
Kurt-
fucking trafficking those kids.
Jimmy never said anything. He's been out and doing comedy. I think someone else has been replaced.
Okay. Well, then
Well,
if
it's either
just Kurt
Russell-
Metzger-
It's either Russell W or somebody else hosting the
It's
show.
someone else.
Jimmy's been
I don't
gone.
remember his name. He's been in before. He has darker hair. If you
Not
just,
not Matt Mateo. What
No.
the fuck's that guy's name? The guy who's
he's a comedian as well.
oh, okay, then no, that's not who I thought it was.
It's
Let me,
either Russell W or
just-
somebody else. I don't
We just
remember who
looked
it is
up,
right now.
really
But
quickly.
anyways,
Keaton. Keaton?
yeah,
No.
Keaton-
Someone else. Let me
Oh, okay.
just go to.
It's the Due Dissidents dudes or somebody else. I forget who right now, but doesn't matter.
But what I got to say to Kurt Metzger is be lucky that you don't have a kid in the
It's
public school.
Chris Keene. Chris Keene.
Chris Keene. Okay, Chris Keene. I've never heard of that.
Okay.
But you know what? It's not the fact that, they fucked around and found out. You fuck around with these motherfuckers. ICE is literally acting like police officers, and where I come from, that's fucking illegal. If I went out and impersonated a fucking police officer, guess what?
No.
I'm going to fucking jail.
No,
Grifter-
no, that's
So
not
you
true.
fuck out with these.
Jimmy
Grifter
Dore has been
says-
calling out. He's still calling out cops. You're wrong. I'm still watching Jimmy Dore.
Jimmy,
is not
yeah,
not sold out.
I
yeah,
don't
Jimmy. There's a claim that Jimmy's selling out to cops.
No.
Wait, that's what he said? No, I don't think so. I mean, I've watched some of his videos. He's not really doing that. but-
I don't know, but I'm just gonna respond to the Kurt Metzger. If he did say this, guess what, Kurt? Go fuck yourself. Be lucky it ain't
I
your
know-
child.
I know that the video got massively downvoted. Now it was either that or because there were MAGA comments saying, "Oh, the woman deserved it."
Hello.
That.
Well, let's
Well,
get
all I'm
to
saying is, if you say fuck around and find out, guess what? They're gonna turn that shit against you too, Kurt Metzger, because you're not in the club. I mean, maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe they won't turn it against you. But I'll tell you what. Any of these ICE motherfuckers come to my son's school, you will fuck around and you will find out, ICE, because I will fuck your
Well,
shit up.
Well,
You ain't
as
gonna
we
come after my son, you ain't coming after my
I
son
saw-
because you will meet your God. So help me, fuckers, you will meet your God. Because I will fucking put you 6 feet under if you come after my son, motherfuckers.
anyways,
Fuck around
let's
and find
get
out with me, bitch.
Okay,
Fuck around and find out
hold
with
on.
me.
Okay, maybe he haven't done a full segment on Medicare for all, but he still mentions it at times.
Medicare.
He's against Medicare for all. I mean, stop with that fucking bullshit.
Go get him. I mean, I'm only responding to Kurt Metzger. and what
Yeah,
I supposedly heard in the chat.
Who's saying that Jimmy Dore is the opposite? No, he's not. Just because he has to talk about it constantly, like doesn't mean he's not against it. He never said he's against Medicare for all. Now, stop with that bullshit.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Sorry, I just can't stand.
Is this not why you are here?
I'm not responding, and again, I'm not responding.
There you go.
Because I'm only responding to apparently someone said that Kurt Metzger had said "fuck around and find out." So basically, oh, she deserved to die. No, go fuck yourself. She didn't deserve to die. That was cold-blooded fucking murder. And ICE are literally acting like fucking police officers with a fucking chip on their shoulders because they're not actually doing stuff that's legal. And they did it again today. They killed 2 other people in Portland, Oregon. Yes, they killed 2. They raided a high school. Why are they raiding schools? Why are they not putting these motherfuckers who are hiring the immigrants? Because they don't care about illegals.
Was that in Minnesota again? Because it seemed like
it was in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, okay. Because there seemed to be doubling down.
But then you had people in Kit's commentary or chat who were like, "Oh well, she fucked around and found out." Basically, what Kurt Metzger said, and I was like, "Go fuck yourselves, people." When they come after your kid, what are you going to say? Oh, well, just go ahead and fuck my kid. No, you're going to fucking defend your kid.
It seems like the administration is doubling down on their presence in Minnesota.
And all this is ICE is going after high schools. They're going after schools so they can traffic your kid. They don't give a fuck about illegals. That's just a fucking excuse to let them go raid schools with no fucking warrants. They are trafficking kids, guys. That's all this is. And they're acting like cops.
So let's get to the full segment here of Jesse Ventura. He is teasing another run for governor in Minnesota, as well as talking about what's going on with Trump in Minnesota, along with the woman that got shot.
And you said you would vote for him, Steph.
Well, I would, because he also said, Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah, I love that book.
Why did he say he was going to vote for? He would vote for Kamala because
I don't know. All I know is he's talking like the old Jesse again. But again, I can't vote for. First of all, they won't let him. The pedophiles won't let him.
Yeah, he's not going to run again.
He would literally call that all out. And second of all, I mean, like I said, I'm not in Minnesota, so I can't really.
Here's the thing: if he's going to run as a Democrat again, he's canceled. I'm sorry.
No, he ran as an independent.
He was an independent last time. He was governor. So
yeah, he was an independent governor.
I know, but considering his views now, I just don't
right, and I agree. If he turns out to be just another sellout, if they do make him governor again, and he's just another sellout, hey, I'll eat my words. But he's talking like the old Jesse here. And I want to say one thing, guys. When you actually watch this, yes, there was no draft. Okay, for Vietnam, there was no draft. All right, I get that. But what he's trying to convey here is that Trump wouldn't go to war because the fucking rich white boys, and he's correct on that, would never go to war. The rich white boys now don't go to fucking war. They send your kids to die.
Yeah, but there was a draft in Vietnam.
Oh, was there? I didn't think. I thought that was only World War II.
No. My father got drafted for Vietnam. I think I told the story before.
Okay.
Just that he never served.
I saw. Then the person on X was a stupid idiot.
Yeah, because Jesse got drafted too. The difference is he wasn't a rich white boy, as he put it. So
that's right. Yes, and I agree with him wholeheartly. Now my dad was not drafted. My dad actually volunteered, but my dad is ex-military too. Yeah. So I mean, Trump and all the white rich boys can go fuck themselves. They send other people's kids to die.
Also, Trump supporters are also saying that killing whoever that woman was justified. That it was justified because they're posting how she looked from 2025 to 2026 now that she's bald. I'm like, okay.
She was also a fucking lesbian. Does that mean the lesbians all deserve to die? Go fuck yourself.
It was from 2020 to 2026. Like today is like okay, and
I don't care. She's fucking bald and she fucking has a dick. She didn't deserve to die by those fucking murderers.
It's like me, like somebody justifying killing me because I'm bald from 10 years ago.
It's like someone justifying the killing of my neighbors because they're lesbians. They're not hurting anybody. And I think the guy who killed her is fucking gay himself and fighting it, and he hates gays.
All right, so
and Trump said, "Oh man, he was lucky to survive." Or I was like, he was never.
Well, the president.
He was never hurt. If you look at the video that Snow posted, Snow Himbo, he posted a video, a sideways, where you see the guy slip on fucking ice. He slipped on fucking ice. He was never even touched by the car. He slipped on fucking ice because he's a fucking dumbass murderer.
How many times
slipped on ice?
Ice
Yeah,
slipped on ice. That's right.
It was ice on ice crime.
It's totally ironic, guys. Totally
ice on ice crime.
Maybe you guys in the chat know, but how many times was President Trump drafted for Vietnam? Like 3 times, and his daddy got his
and he
got
went
a
over
deferral
0
each time.
times.
Do you remember?
Zero tours.
Do you remember Jesse Ventura used to call Dick Cheney for deferment Dick Cheney?
Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
He got deferred like 4 or 5 times to Vietnam. He got deferment.
One of the times he said,
Trump
you have to give an excuse for why you get deferred.
Xavier used the R word. He's canceled.
Oh, well, there you go.
We love you,
you're canceled. But yeah,
one of the excuses Cheney gave was he was too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell that to the poor kids that had to go over there and die.
Newt Gingrich hid in college during the Vietnam War.
Yeah,
that's how you got. Trump himself, the president himself, yeah, the president himself had a bad heel. I remember that one. I read about he had a bad heel, so he couldn't serve.
Bone spurs.
Bone spurs in his ankle. Yeah, so he couldn't serve either. So he had 3 or 4 deferments. Newt Gingrich got multiple deferments. Dick Cheney got multiple deferments. George W. Bush served in the Texas National Guard during the war because his daddy got him into the Texas National Guard instead of actually serving in Vietnam. So, but meanwhile,
right.
Jesse had to serve because he didn't have a rich daddy. So, all right, let's get to Jesse actually here at this interview here.
Chris, did it make you feel better to have that conversation, or what would you say?
No, I'm just saying, as a graduate of Roosevelt High School, and as the former governor of Minnesota, I'm so proud of Roosevelt High School and how they stood up for what is supposed to be America and freedom. And freedom is not arresting people without warrants.
Yay! That's our fucking Constitution,
it's called the
y'all.
Constitution. And we have a party, the Republicans, who don't seem to want to abide by the Constitution.
Well, neither do the Democrats.
January 6th is a prime example of that. And
I
now
have no
they're all
problem
free and
that
they're in
out.
charge. You know what? Maybe it's time for Jesse. I only did 1 term.
He just
I'm owed a
J6?
second.
So he's owed a
Yeah, he
second.
talks about J6 too. Like that was
I
kind
went to
of
school year. I'm a
Yeah, he says he's owed a second term, but this January 6th thing is stupid.
And I
but,
still don't regret my vote for Kamala Harris. She still should have been president. She would
1969 graduate.
Because he said he just wanted to see a woman, right?
I'm proud of them.
Yeah, that's why he said.
Yeah,
for what they did. They made me proud as an alumni. Go Teddies.
What are your thoughts? I know we're jumping in, probably doubling up on some of his questions, but what are some of your thoughts about what unfolded yesterday, and then after that, what you saw?
Well, I've told you already. We're a country of the Constitution. We have leadership now that has destroyed the Constitution. They don't follow it. They could care less about it. Am I right or wrong?
Because they hate poor people.
I took an oath.
Yeah, no, Biden did
to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I view after January 6th, the Republican Party is a domestic enemy to our Constitution.
They're all domestic terrorists.
I can't get any bolder.
Every politician.
And you obviously saw the video that the student shot outside here, and that obviously elicited a lot of emotions for you. Just watching
what do you mean
that,
the student shot
there were some
outside?
students that shot the video of the chaos here yesterday.
No, I didn't even see
it. Oh, you didn't
it.
see it? Okay, I thought you did.
See it.
Okay.
The only thing I've seen is the murder.
So talk about, you were a student here. When did you graduate?
And they try to, change the subject.
1965.
Came back to homecoming 2 years ago. No. I'm a proud graduate. I held 3 school records in swimming, 2 District 17 records. Our football team was undefeated. We won. Back then, there were no playoffs. We played St. Paul Central for the Twin City Championship and defeated them. I think it was 21-6. And we did that at the old brick house, if you remember that, the old University of Minnesota. That's where they used to play the Twin City Championship game. There weren't playoffs then.
Dave Winfield was on that Central team, wasn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We beat Dave Winfield and Central.
Just to be abundantly clear about what you're doing, what you wanted to do at the school here today.
I just came here today to show my support as a graduate of Roosevelt and tell them how proud I was of what they did of keeping ICE off of this campus.
I would have to agree.
This is a place of learning. And
it's a sting operation. He showed up. He's like, "Where's the kids? Where's the kids?"
You learn about warrants. You learn about things of that nature. And what we're getting right now is violating all that, what kids are being taught. You want to know something? I'll give you a quote. We're a third world country now. You want to know why?
Now? Only
I'm
now?
an expert. I've been to them. I spent 17 months in Southeast Asia while the draft dodger was playing golf.
The draft dodger.
You know how I know we're a third world country? Because in third world countries, they have the military doing their police work in the cities when you walk around. I was in the Philippines the day Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law and went under dictatorship. We went from nobody to a guy with a machine gun on every corner. That's what happens in a dictatorship.
And that's what's going to happen.
Comes the military.
Doesn't matter who the fucking
That's
president
what's happening here. And people better wake up to it. You want to read something?
No, you get literally. ICE proved it that if you get in ICE's way
of what happened in 1930s
Sorry,
Germany,
can you pause it for
what's
just a
happening.
second? I think these murders all prove that. I mean, and there's 2 more in Portland. So if you fucking stand up against ICE, you are going to be shot too. So all these people, well, that was justified. Go fucking do it yourself, you fucking sheeple. But you won't. You'll be the fucking first one to die. Oh, gas me, Daddy. Gas me. I deserve to die. Fuck you.
There you go. Well, I remember Jesse's old... Jesse's old show...
sucking his dick.
Jesse's old show, Conspiracy Theory, predicted a lot of today's America. If you go back and watch those old episodes.
That's why they took him off.
Yeah, Jesse did an episode about FEMA storing millions of plastic caskets like 20 years ago. It's been scrubbed from the interwebs. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Conspiracy Theory episode. At the time, I thought, it's over the top, but maybe it's true. No. It's absolutely true.
It's fucking true. Yeah, and the one about COVID, or not COVID, but it was like something like COVID. And
it was virus. It was a virus episode.
I wish that
I think they gave some story that the caskets were for some other purpose. I forget.
Yeah, that's what it was. They gave.
It was bullcrap.
I wish RT America was still around.
Yeah, I love The World According to Jesse. I love his show.
According to Jesse.
And this is nothing new.
That was a good
It's all
impression.
repeated. This is a game plan, it looks like to me.
To raid the schools and traffic our
How
kids.
dare. Minnesota, we'll take care of ourselves. We don't need federal troops coming in here without warrants.
Some people have said this undermines local law enforcement.
It undermines the entire
everything.
Constitution.
Yeah.
The military cannot be turned loose unless it's a national emergency.
And
They're
ICE
going
is
to tell
not
me this is a
they are not
national
cops.
emergency.
Yeah.
Message for
There are ICE code killers.
Trump or message for Governor Walker.
And traffickers. Pedophile traffickers.
Who was that? You mean the draft dodging
The draft dodger? Coward?
I don't call him by name. He's the draft dodging coward who, when it was his time to serve his country, he did what all rich white boys did.
There you
I
go.
wasn't a rich white boy. I grew up in South Minneapolis. Most of me and all my friends are Vietnam veterans. We had to go. But the rich white boys never had to go, did they?
But they could send other
He
kids to
didn't
die.
have to go, did he?
Jesse.
And yet he's going to tell me what
He didn't
courage
become
is?
rich till later in life.
Yeah, he didn't become rich until he worked for Vince, but that was much later after he served in Vietnam.
Are you supporting Governor Walz and Mayor Fry the way they've been outspoken towards?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but they haven't done anything.
Okay,
Good for
pause
them
right
and
there.
Good for these people.
Can I? Go ahead.
Apparently, Jesse did not hear. What was it Tim Ross said recently that he would send out the National Guard? Didn't he say something like that? Just
yeah, in order to keep the peace, he did.
And what is that going to prove? That's going to not. It's going to do nothing because the National Guard, they literally do what Trump tells them to do because they are some kind of military.
Apparently, Jesse Ventura doesn't care that he said that
because the The National Guard allegedly is gonna, keep the peace, according to the governor.
But ICE is the same thing. They're supposedly military.
As you said, I mean, ultimately, the National Guard works for the White House because they're military.
So the National Guard ain't going to do nothing unless Trump says it, because he is let's face it, he is the commander and the chief of the military, whether you like that or not. I don't like it, and Trump could go suck a dick for all I care. But here's the thing, though.
How many is that right now?
Karen. Okay. No, to be honest, and again, I call this out too. Walls is a piece of shit. He sucks the same dick and the same rich people dick that, other people do.
I don't know about that, Jackie. All I know is my father was drafted, and the only reason why he didn't serve because he had a deformity in one of his arms.
Oh, shit. What was the question? Wasn't the Vietnam draft run like a lottery? Yeah, I don't think so. No, it was if you weren't in college or you weren't rich, you literally were drafted. Yeah.
Yeah, my daddy got drafted. The only reason why he didn't serve because he had a deformity in one of his arms. So luckily,
what if
he got
ICE
away
is the
with
National
not serving.
Guard? Well, then we're all fucked. I mean, no offense to. I mean, that means that the National Guard are literally, they're nothing but trafficking pedophiles. That's what they are. That's what ICE is doing. They are trafficking kids to their pedophile friends, and that's why they're not going after the billionaire class for hiring illegals, because illegals, that's just a fucking excuse so they can go into these motherfucking not colleges, high schools, elementary schools, high schools, middle schools. They don't care. They will go after the kids because they need poor kids to traffic to their pedophile fucking friends. Wow, you really signed up and you're really a fucking hero, you fucking... I'll take a dump on an ICE agent, for fuck's sake.
How many likes does this video have right now, by the way?
I could check. I mean...
Hey, come on, guys. Remember, Mrs. Witchy goes topless if you get to 40.
Wow, we got 15 likes already.
Oh, come on, guys.
Come on. You love Mrs. Witchy. Everybody wants a piece of Mrs. Witchy.
Yeah, so it's this.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I mean, problem. They're not even hiding it anymore. And I saw on Kids Show, several videos of ICE agents going, well, they just keep saying mean things to us. Can you believe it? We're just so abused. Oh, go fuck yourself. I'll take a dump on you. How do you like that?
As Jimmy Dore would say,
You
fucking trafficking. I mean, literally, you're a trafficking pedophile. That's what you are.
Let me finish this before we move on to the story.
You want smiles?
They're teaching their students something, that we are a country, that we have to be a country of law and a country of the Constitution.
Now we're a country of pedophiles.
About the Constitution of the United States of America.
They won't let Jesse be governor if he's talking like this.
No way. That's why I'm saying he's starting to talk like the old Jesse again.
Yeah.
After January 6th, are you kidding me? And then they all get turned
Okay, not this part, but the next part. Like we talked about
the January 6th thing is bullshit.
On this country.
That was all just federal shit to put more people in jail.
I stumbled onto this, and now look what you've done to me.
I'm stopping.
Answer our question.
He's like, I'm too old for this shit. Look what you did to me.
Come along. Now you've injected me back in here, and probably going to make me the governor of Minnesota again. Because somebody needs to clean up.
He didn't answer the question.
The Democrats and Republicans constantly wreck. And you notice I lump them together. You know, I should use my old name for them, the Democrips and the Republicans. Which
there you go.
He's talking like the old Jesse again.
I have that book.
That's a rare time.
I do too, and I've read it. It's really
I have
good.
that book. It's somewhere over there in my living room.
Yeah, I've read the book from cover to cover, so
yeah, it's great.
It's a great book.
But yeah, let me get the point. You know, that's the old Jesse. You know, but we'll see how long.
I know. He said. I know we heard him just say it, just right there. But still, he mainly just thinks the Republicans are the problem and the Democrats are, okay, Again,
right. Like I said,
he loses me when he does.
I would love to see him as governor again, just to see what he would do, but I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, you have a better chance of being struck by lightning 3 times.
No, I don't see.
Than Jesse Ventura becoming governor again. But here we go. So he's starting to talk like the old Jesse again, and like I said, guys, I can't make this any more clear. Why are they not going after the rich people who hire illegals, which is illegal? It's illegal, but they call them legalized slavery. But they don't go after the rich white boys. No, they go after the fucking.
It's Rubio.
Oh God.
Yeah, the reason why I'm bringing this up because the United States has left a bunch of UN organizations officially. So...
Oh yeah, and that CBS guy, Tony DeCopu.
Oh yeah, I gotta check that. Do you have that clip where
he does kind of look
sounds
like
crap?
Santa, doesn't he?
Where he what?
Yeah, where he sounds like an idiot. Do you have that clip?
Well,
I don't have
a bunch of videos he does, but
did you see? Did you guys see the clip of him handing a note to Trump like we're in fucking high school? I want to suck your dick.
Yeah, I'll show you a couple of videos.
The first episode, like a total idiot. You know, his producers made him look.
Oh yeah, well, I'll show you a bunch of
it was one of those yes/no check mark things. The little boxes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to
no.
suck my dick? Check,
yes or no? Maybe.
That was good, Rubio. I'll suck your dick later.
So today, no, not today. When was this? The 7th. What's today? The 8th. That's yesterday, then, right? Yeah. No, a couple days ago. So Marco Rubio sucking up to Trump. Today, President Trump announced the U.S. is leaving 66 anti-American, useless, wasteful international organizations. Review of additional international organizations remain ongoing. These withdrawals keep a promise President Trump made to the Americans. He will stop subsidizing globalist bureaucrats who act against our interests. The Trump administration will always put America and Americans first.
Yeah, after they put Israel and their fucking pedophiles first. Fuck you.
Is 66 an interesting number? I wonder.
It's like 3 away from 69. That's what he meant.
Well, you know, they like to pick these numbers that are like, you know, a wink wink to their elite buddies.
Yeah, wink wink, you pedophile friend.
Yeah, the Skull and Bones and all that.
We're gonna suck those kids.
Let's see. The White House withdrew from the 24/7 carbon-free energy compact.
Education can't wait. That's because they don't want any fucking poor kids to be literally educated.
Colombo Plan Council, whatever that is, Commission on Environmental Cooperation, Education Can't Wait, European Center for Excellence for Countering, hybrid threats.
I showed you one video, Angel. I sent it to you. I'll find some more.
Okay, Forum for European National Highway Research Laboratories, Freedom Online Coalition, Global Community Engagement Resilience Fund, Global Counterterrorism Forum, Global Forum on Cyber Expertise, Global Forum on Migration Development, Inter-American Institute for Global Change Research, Intergovernmental Forum on Mining, Minerals, Metals, and Sustainable Development.
That has to be a bullshit thing where they literally are going to go after all the materials. And
all these is total bullshit. But Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, Intergovernmental.
So they didn't really do anything. They just were there.
Yeah, it's just all there, virtue signaling. Platform on Biodiversity Ecosystem Services, International Center for the Study of Preservation and Restoration and Cultural Property, International Continent Advisory Committee. What the hell is that? International Development Law Organization, International Energy Forum, International Federation of Arts Council and Cultural Agencies, International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance.
It's the Institute of I just suck a dick so that I can be rich.
For Justice and Law, Rule of Law, International Lead for Think and Study Group. Like the administration.
That's like irony right there.
They don't care about justice and law, so it makes sense.
That's why ICE is literally raiding schools so they can traffic our kids.
Renewable Energy Agency, International Solar Alliance, International Tropical Timber Organization, International Union for Conservation of Nature, Pan American Institute of Geography and History, Partnership for Atlantic Cooperation, Regional Cooperation Agreement on Combating Piracy and Armed Robbery Against Ships in Asia.
They just did that. They literally just fucking did it. They literally just fucking did it.
What the fuck? Yeah, it makes sense to withdraw from that because we did piracy.
Oh, the irony. This is fucking ironic, man.
Yeah, Regional Cooperation Council, Renewable Energy Policy Network in 21st Century, Science and Technology Center in Ukraine, Secretariat of the Pacific Regional Environment Program, and Venice Commission on Council of Europe. UN organization. Let's see. Department of Economic and Social Affairs, UN Economic and Social Council, Economic Commission for Africa, Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean. That makes sense because the U.S. is attacking. They want to attack every country in the Caribbean, it seems like. or occupy it. Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, and Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, International Law Commission. They don't believe in international law. International Residual Mechanism for Criminal Tribunals. Yeah, the administration doesn't believe in that because they don't believe in international law. So of course, we withdraw from that.
The only thing that's missing is like International Anti-Child Molestation Organization.
No, because they don't care about your kids. They don't protect kids. They protect the pedophiles. That's literally that's what our country has come to. And if you say, "Oh, Trump's a pedophile," no, he's not a pedophile. How dare you say that? How dare you?
International Trade Center. Office of the Special Advisor of Africa, Office of the Special Representative of the Secretary General for Children and Armed Conflict.
Hang on a second. Jackie, I agree 100%. Literally, ICE agents are literally people with small dicks. They're men with small, very, very small dicks trying to act like manly men. Well, they abuse us. Go fuck yourself.
Angel, I sent you 3 videos of that guy, so whenever you have to.
Okay, we'll get to that after this. Let me just finish this.
Like the cops. The cops also have small dicks.
Office for the Special Representative, the Secretary General for Children and Armed Conflict. Apparently, the administration wants children in armed conflict. Okay.
Of course, they would love child soldiers. They fund child soldiers.
Office of the Special Representative for Secretary General on Sexual Violence and Conflict. Interesting that they withdraw from that too.
Wow.
The Office of the Special Representative.
Close. Violence against children. Again, I rest my case.
The Office of the Special Representative, the Secretary General on Violence Against Children.
Yeah.
It's basically on here. I basically guessed it.
Trafficking pedophiles.
Peacebuilding Commission.
I called it.
Peacebuilding Fund. Permanent Forum on the People of African Descent. The UN Alliance of Civilizations.
I ain't reading all that.
UN Collaborative Program on Reducing Emission from Deforestation and Forest Degeneration in Developing Countries. UN Conference on Trade and Development. UN Democracy Fund, ironically. The UN Energy. UN Entity on Gender Equality and Empowerment of Women. That's bullshit. The UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, the UN Human Settlement Program, the UN Institute for Training and Research, UN Oceans, UN Population Fund, UN Register of Conventional
They don't give a fuck about the ocean.
Yeah, the UN System Chief Executives for Border Coordination, the UN System Staff College, the UN Water, and UN University.
They don't give a fuck about either.
Yeah, so the Secretary of State provide additional guidance needed for agencies when implementing this memorandum. Nothing in this memorandum should be construed to impair or otherwise affect the authority granted by law to an executive department or agency or the head thereof, or the functions of the director, the Office of Management and Budget relating to budgetary, administrative, or legislative proposals. This memorandum should be implemented consistent with the applicable law and subject to the availability of appropriations. This memorandum is not intended to, it does not create any right or benefit substantive or procedural enforceable at law or inequity of any party against the United States, its departments, agencies, entities, officers, employees, or agents, or any other person. The Secretary of State is authorized directly to publish a memorandum in the Federal Register. President Donald J. Trump.
And
so there you
forgot to add, thank you for your attention to this matter.
Lady Alex, what are quinchies? Quinchies? What are quinchies? Are they like cookies?
Yeah, I don't know what that
I want some cookies. Okay. Anyway,
I don't know what that is, honestly.
Actually, before you go to those videos about that CBS guy, maybe you can also bring up Mark Teixeira tweeting that he supports ICE.
Good. Then I hope ICE fucking kills you. I hope literally that ICE murders you in the streets like the dog you are.
Hold on.
Shoot me, Daddy. Shoot me. I love ICE. I'll suck your dicks. I'll suck your dicks. Just shoot me.
I was a big fan of you, Teixeira. You betrayed us.
God damn it. ICE. Literally, if you like ICE, you are no better than a fucking pedophile, enabler, and lover.
Where is it?
You are no fucking better than Trump.
We could just type in Mark Teixeira and
No, I could find it. Here it is. Yeah, I got it here. Here we go.
I have nothing nice to say about fucking MAGA or anyone who supports fucking ICE.
Also, Steph, how confident are you about the Steelers this weekend?
Now, fuck the Steelers.
Oh, I thought you were.
So
no, I all NFL is fucking fake, dude. I watched. He's called Jake the Awake. So look him up on YouTube, guys. Jake the Awake. The NFL is rigged.
So we got, if you're a former,
you're a fucking pedophile.
I said former, but if you're a Yankee fan at one point, or even former, you know Mark Teixeira.
Well, this Texiara?
Mark Teixeira.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
well, then, Mark Teixeira, you are a pedophile, and I hope you like your kids being raped.
He claims that, quote, "I stand with ICE." So this is the White House
and I hope your kids
official
get raped
Twitter page
and
here.
You fucking
The White
pedophile.
House says they stand with ICE. So I guess this is from Vance. I want every ICE officer to know that their president, vice president, the entire administration stands beside them or behind them. To the radicals assaulting them, doxing them, threatening them, congratulations. We're going to work even harder to enforce the law. Okay,
yeah, you do what we say, you fucking poor people. You do what we say, or we'll have you murdered in the streets. Go fuck yourself, you fucking pedophiles. Try it, motherfuckers. Try it. Come after my son, bitch.
I think the funny responses to Teixeira showing how he got hit by pitches and got hurt.
Oh yeah,
Try it, motherfuckers.
Some of the quotes
here. You will see your God, because I'll make Satan look like an angel.
Oh yeah, and also I apparently I didn't notice, but apparently his teammates accused him of being racist. So
and he's a pedophile.
The claim is. Boston Red Sox reliever Vicente Padilla accused New York Yankee Mark Teixeira of prejudice against Latin players. So that's apparently somebody shared this from 2012.
We're gonna let our gun thugs.
He wasn't a good pitcher, and he was an asshole.
We're gonna let ICE our thug with guns.
So there's Teixeira getting hit by a pitch again. Somebody else. I don't want to show this too much because I get a copyright strike, but. Batted 196 for the Yankees in his playoff career, absolutely carried by immigrants to the World Series in 2009.
We're all immigrants, guys. And I saw something else on X that they're fucking with Native Americans. The one fucking group of people who literally don't have to prove that they are fucking U.S. citizens are fucking Native Americans.
That's the thing about Mark. The thing about Texas, I don't remember his getting any big playoff hits. I mean, all I remember.
We are all immigrants.
He had some home runs, but he wasn't Tino Martinez. He wasn't Alex Rodriguez in 2000. Alex Rodriguez carried the Yankees that championship in 2009. So that's what I remember. And Hideki Matsui too was a major part of that championship. Oh God, Hideki Matsui. Oh.
Not Mark. Mark Teixeira was kind of there. You know, he just hey, I won a championship, but you didn't do dick to even prove that. So it's like, all right, so let's get to
that CBS guy.
Yeah, let's get to that before I get to the other.
If Bill and Steph, you guys haven't seen footage from him before, you're gonna.
There's the one that. Where is it?
Anyone who sides with thugs with guns, I have no respect for you. In fact, I'll spit on you. If you don't like it, go suck a dick. Because if you stand with ICE, you stand with pedophiles. There, how about that? You're a fucking pedophile, Mark. How do you like them apples?
This is complete and utter incompetence on display during Barry Weiss's and Tony Duquesne's, I don't know, first weekday primetime broadcast. He vowed to be superior to Walter Cronkite. That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
over the weekend.
That's the other thing. After he played a clip.
People's names are so funny on Twitter.
Yeah.
What is his name? Peter Twinklage.
Yeah, the account shared it was on Peter Dinklage. All right, so let me
Peter Twinklage.
Yeah, he's a Twinklage, all right.
Out, it was Peter
Twinklage. With Maduro now out. With Maduro now out, that base of power and influence could be out too.
That's a lie.
All right, to other news, as you just
heard from. What the fucking hell are you talking about?
That's not the entire point.
I know, but I have to correct that. Maduro's government is still in charge. The only person that's out is Maduro himself. He's not even out.
And that was an illegal kidnapping, you dumb motherfucker. Not you, Angel.
All right,
this
so
dude.
let's get to the dumbassery here.
Kidnapping is illegal. Last time I checked.
To Governor Walz. No, we're going to do Mark Kelly.
Yeah.
First day, big problems
like
here.
A dick.
Are we going to Kelly here, or are we going to
Prove me
go
wrong.
to
Prove me
Jonah
wrong.
Kaplan?
He looks like
Hey,
a
hey,
tiny
hey! I'm sorry, you're
24
going with
hours
Mark Kelly.
later.
It looks
You're
like a
going
naked
to
bull
Mark
rat.
Kelly, dude.
He does. He does. He looks like one of the goblins
doing
from
Mark
Harry
Kelly.
Potter.
Yes, you're doing Mark Kelly, retard.
Possibly demoted from his retired rank of captain in the Navy. Hegseth issued what's known as a letter of censure for the Arizona Democrat over his participation in a video
And they had to keep
that
the
called on
footage on
service
him.
members to defy illegal orders without
He looks
specifying
like a
which
fucking
orders
lizard.
he had
Any
in
minute
mind.
he's
Hegseth called what the former combat pilot and astronaut did an act of sedition.
Yes, hairless
Now
cats.
we go
yes.
to Minnesota. A
Egyptian hairless
surprising
cats.
There you
Wait,
go. Now you're
keep playing till the end.
announcement from the Great Lake State there today. Tim Walz,
The
the
Great Lake
2024
State of-
Democratic Vice Presidential nominee
what they're
in
known
the
for.
atmosphere.
That's what
It's
they're known for.
Michigan, you dumb fuck. But
So,
what I
this is,
wanted to say was him being superior to Walter Cronkite. How fucking dare you? One of the most legendary CBS anchors of all time. You're gonna say you're better. You're gonna be better than him.
Well, they don't give a shit about that. They just only stroke them their own dicks. They don't.
This is
one's also really bad.
like, imagine
this is Zionist DEI, right?
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
point that out. This
This
is
is-
Zionist DEI.
Like, imagine saying, "Oh, I'm going to be superior to Walter Cronkite," like one of the greatest reporters of all time in American history, respected by
Like, if
everybody.
you said, I hope or I want
Tonight-
to be as superior and as great as Walter Cronkite, fine, whatever. You wouldn't get.
Well, then go suck his dick because you ain't. You ain't going to live up to the hype or even the legendary status because you're too busy sucking off Trump and the stupid government who are full of pedophiles.
So
So
this
that means
is-
you're a pedophile too, Mark.
This is
He's Walter
Marco-
Wrongkite.
This is him sucking off Marco Rubio. So let's check this out.
Only in America, the many lives and many jobs of Marco Rubio, the son of Cuban immigrants and a former
We're all
Florida senator.
immigrants,
He's now the face of
motherfucker!
U.S.
By the way, Marco Rubio's parents were involved in the drug trade, so I'm going to get to that in a moment. Since I'm glad.
The
and
irony.
President Trump's point man on Venezuela, all in addition to his roles as Secretary of State, interim National Security Advisor, and acting National Archivist and USAID Chief. Whatever you think of his politics, you got to admit it's an impressive resume.
No.
And now
No,
AI
it
memes
isn't.
have
It's
added
nothing
to
but a
that
pedophile.
portfolio,
This is
casting
really
Secretary Rubio as the new governor of Minnesota,
Oh, wow. Now
the
the
new
pedophile's
Shah of
dressed
Iran, the Prime Minister of
That's not
Greenland,
AI,
the new
because-
manager of Manchester
Pedophile
United,
maniacs.
the head of Hilton Hotels, and highest of high honors of all, the new Michelin Man. Now, back in real life, of course,
Yeah,
these memes may
that's all
not
he's
add
good
up
for.
to much.
None of that's
but
funny.
For Rubio's hometown fans,
it's cringe.
which are many around here in Miami, it is a sign of how Florida, once
Yeah.
an American
It's rich
punchline,
people.
has become a leader
We get to be all
on the world
pedophiles we
stage.
want.
This is not real. It's all AI
Marco Rubio,
generated.
we salute you. You're the ultimate Florida man.
We
Yeah, can
salute
go fuck
you. I don't
yourself. Why
salute
don't
you.
go suck his dick.
Well, I'm done with this clip, but yeah, you get the point there.
No,
And
he's
one
corny.
more.
Let's see. We
He's a
got one
cornball.
more here before I get to Rubio's parents here being a part of the drug trade.
Yeah, the next one from this one was really cringy. Like,
This is
I mean, why don't you just get on your
Tony.
knees and blow him in front of it and make that the story? That would be
This
more
is
believable.
Tony Dukopil. Take a moment to reflect on his childhood there, an emotional conversation with Lauren Pastrana. And he actually starts crying. Oh no!
You said this is your favorite place in the world. Why? Why South Florida and Miami?
I love Marco Rubio's dick.
Here it comes.
Well, it makes me emotional. It's so funny. I
Oh, it's so funny.
think it would catch it.
I love sucking Marco Rubio's dick. It makes me so emotional. And go suck his dick. That's a more believable story.
Because you only have one childhood, right? So
You only have one childhood, right?
let me get a second
No,
here.
you're okay. I can relate. This is home.
Give me a second.
People will, to help people understand why I have such a reaction.
Seriously, go suck a dick, dude.
Florida is where I grew up.
Oh, so it's hundreds of thousands of other people, dumb fuck.
We didn't
I
grow
grew
up.
up in New Jersey.
My grandmother's here.
I grew up in New Jersey. Doesn't mean I'm
I
crying
grew up
because
in
somebody
fucking
asked me about
Pennsylvania.
it.
That doesn't mean I'm on TV crying about it and
Yeah.
sucking
His father-
Marco Rubio off.
Wait till
Florida's
later.
Mother,
Florida's
aunts
the
and
girl
uncles,
that got away.
cousins. And it's where I would have
It's
spent
the
all of my
child.
childhood,
The
but we
child
left.
just got away, Bill.
Because of my father, he got in some trouble with business. It's like, we laugh about it now,
What,
but
he
he
was
was
a
a
drug
drug
trader?
dealer.
He's a drug dealer.
When his dad got in
See,
trouble.
I called it. Thank you.
His dad got in trouble with business.
You're no better. You are no better. You should be
He was
in
a drug
fucking
dealer
jail
with
such as your dad.
jail. It's kind of a ha-ha thing that we say now, but the reason it's so emotional for me is because I feel like I was robbed of the full
Get out of jail.
Miami experience.
He
So when I come back,
he just admitted that rich people get privilege, that they don't go to fucking jail. It's oh, yeah, my dad was a drug dealer, but he was rich and he didn't have to go to jail. Like all these fucking poor people. Fuck you dumb fuck.
As Stone Cold would do.
And then, really, fucker? You literally just said that on fucking TV, like it was fucking casual. Oh yeah, my dad was a drug dealer, but we laugh about it now. But fuck all those poor people that are in fucking jail for less.
Where's it?
Oh
yeah,
my fucking
here we go.
God. You are a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let me finish this. We'll get to Rubio's connection to the drug trade.
Think of what could have
I really
been.
love it here. Yeah.
But it changed the trajectory of your life. You may not be back here today had you stayed here in the first place. You
people are
never
gonna think
know.
this is so crazy, but like this should have been.
Dude, why are you touching her? He just did this. Like, it's just creepy.
My home for the whole stretch, right? So to have it and then to lose it, it just kind of rocks me. So I didn't expect to feel that, but whenever I'm here, it really does feel deeply like home. And I wish it had stayed home, you know?
Oh, by the way, it's Miami. Do you speak any Spanish? Because trust me, in Florida.
No, he yells at people that speak Spanish. Speak English!
Because I
okay,
tell you
I
something.
will when you fucking stop sucking Marco Rubio's dick. How about that?
I guarantee, because my, go ahead.
No, you can continue.
No, I mean, Reef Freeland's a member, INN founder. I mean, he's fluent. He's not fluent in Spanish, but he eats a lot of Spanish foods, and he lives in Florida, which is why it's like.
Angel, no offense. Every time you take a picture of your food, I'm like, God damn it!
Oh.
So the internet. Pass it through the internet.
What I was gonna say was, Due Dissidents, Keaton and Kit, they reacted to that video of him crying, and their reaction was priceless. It was so funny. They were laughing.
I mean, Kit knows what's up. He knows where it's at. Yeah. He was a Marine. He was actually sent over twice.
Yeah, he served in Iraq.
Or
Afghanistan. Yeah. So
well, these motherfuckers did. They didn't have to. All they had to do was blow a rich person. Hey, you don't have to go.
Let's see. Marco Rubio's The Dark Hypocrisy of Immigrant Son Turned Gatekeeper. 1971 to economic migrants from Cuba, not refugees from the Castro, as he falsely claimed. Marco Rubio rose to power by manipulating his family's origin to win over Miami's anti-communist base. This video describes the dark past of Narco Rubio. From credit card fraud to false narratives to iron-fisted policies, Rubio's transformation is complete from immigrant son to America First lackey enforcer. So let's see.
I mean, let's not pretend that Marco Rubio doesn't know what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I have a question. Angel, how do you say suck a dick in Spanish?
Well, there's many ways to say it. I mean, we Puerto Ricans say "mama, vete mama un bicho," but there's so many different ways to say it, you know. So.
There you go. I got Angel to say suck a dick in Spanish. Does that count, Kieran? Does that count?
It's not as fun.
So let's.
That's because
I don't know
people who know English or don't know Spanish don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right, so let's see this.
Marco Rubio, nacido.
You can read it there in English, but it's in Spanish.
En 1971 en Miami como hijo de inmigrantes cubanos que llegaron a Estados Unidos en 1956 por motivos económicos, no huyendo del comunismo de Castro como él afirmaba. Eso.
Yeah, so he did lie about that. He claimed that his parents were getting away from Castro, but they left before Castro came into power. So that's slide number 1.
En diciembre de 2025, el poderoso secretario de Estado en la segunda administración Trump. Su historia oscura arranca en 2011 con un gran escándalo. Mintió repetidamente en campañas y discursos, diciendo que sus padres escaparon de Castro en 1950.
Which is a lie. I mean, Castro didn't come into power until 1960, I believe. So they left before even Castro got into power. So just blatant lie.
39, manipulando la narrativa para ganar apoyo en la comunidad cubana anticastrista. Cuando salió la verdad, lo tildaron de hipócrita y manipulador. A eso se sumó otro lío. como líder legislativo en Florida, usó una tarjeta de crédito del Partido Republicano para gastos personales, viajes.
Yeah, what's funny is he used the Republican Party credit card for his personal expenses, which is another scandal he had.
This is literally hypocrisy. Literally, ICE should be going after him. Why don't they? Because he's a rich fuck.
I think I think if I remember correctly, the real story was his family left Cuba for financial reasons, to make money, for business reasons.
In the U.S.,
business reasons in the U.S.
It had nothing. He claimed that it was Castro's fault. Wait, his parents left. That's not true. They left before Castro got into power.
I don't know what they're talking about. They're
business opportunities for
again. I should be literally raiding the house of Marco Rubio. They won't because
he's a part of the power base in Washington. So
but that other guy from Miami with the drug dealer father likes him though.
Hey, Steph. Brand says you're obsessed with sucking dick.
My husband's, yes. Well, I'm a woman. Why wouldn't I be?
Oops.
I only suck off my man.
Jackie says, my man. I can read Spanish better than I can stand the conversational Spanish. People talk too quickly. Hey, mira, ¿qué tú hablas? Nosotros hablamos muy demasiado, So we can talk quickly.
Woo! There you go.
Familiares, reparaciones en casa y hasta cobros dobles en vuelos, dejando una imagen de finanzas turbias. En 2013, parecía cambiar al impulsar una reforma migratoria con camino a la ciudadanía, pero las presiones conservadoras lo hicieron retroceder y endurecer su línea contra los inmigrantes. Esa traición lo convierte en el vivo retrato del personaje Stephen en Django Unchained.
Yeah, it's a good way to compare him to Django.
Interpretado por Samuel L. Jackson, el esclavo que, una vez en posición de poder, se enfurece al ver a otro libre montado a caballo y trabaja para que nadie más lo consiga, cerrando la puerta que él cruzó. Hoy aplica esa filosofía con mano de hierro. Presiona a Europa para restringir inmigración. Revoca visas a cientos de estudiantes por protestas pro-palestinas o ideas anti-estadounidenses. Paga millones a países como Guinea.
Yeah. I mean, he took away visas. He took away visas from not Americans, but foreigners that protested against Israel's uses in Palestine. So
I remember
Ecuatorial.
I remember when Trump after he won, Tulsi Gabbard said he should not pick Rubio in his administration or something like that. But then he picked him. That
was before she got picked to the administration. Marco Rubio was the first one he picked for Secretary of State.
Yeah, she just suggested that Trump did not pick him, but after he did, she didn't say anything.
Yeah, because she got picked right after that.
Again,
she got picked.
As Jimmy Dore said, I'm sorry, one thing. As Jimmy Dore said, and I will quote Jimmy Dore from time to time. Again, you cannot beat the system within. You have to beat the system without. You cannot do this from within.
Steph, you should watch recent Jimmy Dore videos because you would be surprised how he's still correct on so many things. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I'll check some out tomorrow at work. Oh, wait. Time out. I want to say, I got a new job. Woo! It's closer to where I live and it's more money. So I'll be able to shower you guys with gifts.
Okay, nice.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, it's all about the money. Yeah. No, I start on January 19th. I'm very, very excited. It's still kind of what I'm doing, help desk and IT. So, but I'm very excited.
I guess right now is a bad time for me to announce I just got a new job for ICE.
Bill.
I'm kidding. This guy looks like a boy. He looks like a little boy.
He does. He looks like a
little Marco. Let's see.
Thank you.
Para aceptar deportados y hasta evalúa.
Yeah, he's sending deportees to Equatorial Guinea, so that's what they're talking about here. Yeah.
Rechazar visas por obesidad bajo reglas de carga pública, desafiando órdenes judiciales. De hijo de inmigrantes que logró el sueño americano a arquitecto implacable niega a millones. Marco Rubio encarna la hipocresía más cruda. Llegó y ahora cierra las fronteras con America First.
Well, we all know that.
Everything just needs to be. We need everything to be as much of a travesty as possible. They should have got Chris
Rubio's
Christie thing about obesity and.
Oops.
Yeah, I mean,
by the way, we have
the fucking mirror lately.
Yeah.
The word narco terrorist was not invented by Donald Trump, by the way. So let's see who actually invented the word.
Stupid term. It's a really dumb term because you're selling drugs. That's commerce. Okay, someone wants this drug. I'm selling you this drug. Okay, if someone gets in the way and tries to rob me or whatever, I shoot them. That's not terrorism. Terrorism is a specific thing. Terrorism is you're doing violence against a civilian population for the purposes of forwarding a political.
The government of the United States
you have a political purpose
their
for
own
your
citizens
violence.
and other citizens of other countries.
I mean,
so literally our government are the terrorists.
The first time
that too. Of course, then there's that.
He is correct about Biden. So
the first person who mentioned narco terrorists was Joe Biden in 1989, of course. So
of course,
let's watch. Let's watch the future president of the United States here talk about narco terrorism.
For the first time, we are fighting and losing a war on our own soil. Let's go after the drug lords where they live. With an international strike force. There must be no safe haven for these narco terrorists.
Look at narco
You're talking
terrorists.
about your fucking self. You're talking about yourself, stupid.
remember, Kyle Kowinski said that he wished he had voted for Biden in 2020.
He's a Biden bro. He said he's a Biden bro.
He said that, yeah.
Anyways, Joe Biden was going after the Bush administration, the first Bush administration. We're not going hard enough against narcos.
Joe Biden
terrorists.
Joe Biden set his son Hunter on the task of collecting all the drugs.
So yeah, that's the first time we've heard the term narco terrorist, not from President Trump, but from Joe Biden when he was a senator in 1989.
Angel, do you want to bring up that tweet from Gabbard from a couple days ago from her DNI page?
Yeah, I did see it, but I don't have it, saved. So yeah. Anyway, what did she do?
You can just search up DNI Gabbard and the tweet will come up, so you don't have to search long for it. So.
I mean,
oh, and thankfully the WWE library will be going to Netflix.
By the way, Angel and Steph, did you see my message earlier in the group about Triple H has done it yet again? Did you see why?
Oh shit, I forgot. I did see it, but I forgot now. I'm sorry. Hang on.
It was from no, not that one. This one. But before you read it, it was about what happened in SmackDown today. So it was about with Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. So after you see it, you'll find out.
Oh, well, McIntyre won the championship. So
yeah. But it was also a bad. It was also a bad finish.
Yeah, basically Jacob Fatu interfered and screwed Cody out of the title. So it was like,
but he attacked Drew McIntyre, then he attacked Cody Rhodes and allowed.
It didn't make much sense.
Wait a minute. You mean SmackDown already happened?
Yeah,
it was in Germany. It was in Germany, so they pre-recorded SmackDown. Yes, it aired right. All right, so we'll talk about that a lot more tomorrow. But for right now, yeah, if we're up to me, I'm doing the show. If something happens,
I'm doing the show. I had plans that I totally forgot about.
Anyways, here's Tulsi Gabbard claiming President Trump promised the American people he would secure our borders, confront narco-terrorism, dangerous drug cartels, and drug traffickers. Kudos to our servicemen and women and intelligence operators for their flawless execution of President Trump's order to deliver on his promise through Operation Absolute Resolve, whatever that is.
Except for the government is the cartels. And who do you think gets those drugs? Mr. and Mrs. America.
Gabbard,
I think Donald Trump's cokehead son should be in charge of the drug war.
So, a couple things. One, I just wanted to say, I forgot the main character of the Godfather movies, but he would say, "You broke my heart, Tulsi. You broke my heart."
Michael.
You broke my heart, Plato.
Yeah, and also, it also came out that Tulsi Gabbard was dismissed from the meetings about Venezuela. Is that what?
I don't know about that. I mean, I might have missed that, but
yeah.
And that community notes claims Gabbard said every time the U.S. topples a foreign country's dictator / government, the outcome has been disastrous. civil war, military intervention in Venezuela would wreak death, destruction into the Venezuelan people, and increase tensions that threaten our national security. So Tulsi Gabbard, she particularly talked about Venezuela a few years ago when Trump, the first term, and Trump tried to do this. So, and now he's done it. It's like, nope. I mean, now it's great. And now look at this. I mean, it's great now. So, anyways, let's
for me, Tulsi Gabbard, I now suck dick.
So, Angel, I sent you I sent you a tweet. It was from Hotspot about the tweet last night about Gabbard. So, yeah.
Kit loves Tulsi Gabbard?
What?
How so, Jackie? I never heard him talk about Tulsi Gabbard.
No. Kit doesn't support Tulsi anymore.
I've never heard him say I love Tulsi now.
He and I and a lot of others used to love Tulsi Gabbard, but now we've all seen.
I'm confused. When did he say that? He was talking about the shootings today, but I don't remember him saying anything about Tulsi Gabbard.
Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard was left out of months of planning for the Trump administration's operation aimed at capturing Nicolas Maduro, largely because of her long-standing opposition to regime change efforts, according to Bloomberg. So she was shut out. She was shut out by the administration when they were trying to remove Tulsi Gabbard. I mean,
I've seen a lot of people making. I've seen a lot of people making fun of her positions, like DNI now stands for "do not invite" or something like that.
And aloha to her. It means hello and goodbye.
Yeah, she was. They shut her out of meetings.
Whine for go fuck yourself, Tulsi.
They assumed she'd be against removing Maduro for reasons. But here's the thing: she would have gone along with it because she's a part of the administration now. So it's not like they assumed that she wouldn't, but she would. She would understand what she was told because she got the spy chief role. Even though, was she ever a spy before then? I don't think she was. So that's weird. They gave her the spy role.
She was serving
not a very good one.
As an op or something in the middle.
Yeah, she was running psyops, is what I heard.
Yeah,
right, she runs the psyops,
and she still does it.
Mm-hmm.
All these psyops about ICE, yeah.
Yeah, she called Hillary Clinton the queen of the warmongers. Well, now you're the new queen of the warmongers, Tulsi.
Yeah, she graduated.
So let's get to where are we here? Right, Colombia, because
what was that about Matt Cardona? Like, what did Matt Cardona do?
Oh, you mean what I sent you earlier? Yeah, it's about he wanted to fight against Cody Rhodes for the title. And I'm like, why the fuck does he think he can become the champion?
On that same SmackDown, apparently, he confronted Cody Rhodes saying he wants to go after the title.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I mean,
he's not the champion anymore.
No, he dropped the belt to Drew at the end of that episode. But anyways.
The start of a new era.
Colombia to continue working with the U.S. on drug trafficking, the government said. Well, context to this, the Colombian government, in particular Gustavo Petro, who's the president of Colombia, has been kind of standoffish with Trump, and Trump and Gustavo Petro kind of been fighting each other. So Trump is threatening Colombia, so about a possible bombing / invasion. So now that...
didn't he just pardon a bunch of Colombian drug lords? Isn't that funny?
Well, I do know he pardoned
good ones.
He pardoned Juan Orlando Hernandez, who was the president of Honduras, because he was a drug lord. So wild president. So.
Again, this thing with Nicolas Maduro, I saw so many people in chat saying, "Oh, he's such an evil dictator." I went, "What the fuck are you even saying?"
Oh yeah, Bernie just tweeted that he about Maduro again. He's a brutal dictator.
Unlike my good friend Genocide Joe.
He's making shit up. All right, the reason why I brought this up because
Steph, I saw you liking my tweets, but you don't know shit what I was talking about in NASCAR stuff. So.
No, but I can just like your tweets.
Well,
is that so wrong?
The reason why I'm bringing up Colombia here because I do have a family member living in Colombia right now. He's my older cousin. Long story short, he did a Christian mission to Colombia, a small town there. He met a woman, fell in love. They got married. He lives in Colombia half the year. Anyway, right outside Bogota, which is the capital. Anyways, Trump threatening to bomb Colombia is kind of like, I'm concerned about that for my family member, my older cousin, but,
Oh, yeah, and I also shared that that in Iran, they've already cut off the phone lines or whatever.
Yeah, I did see that, so I do want to get to that too. We only got about a little bit more than an hour, so. So again, Gustavo Petro is doing the Nicolas Maduro strategy, which is bending over backwards to kind of appease Trump. So U.S. President
Maduro shouldn't have done that because look what happened.
Yeah, U.S. President Donald Trump on Sunday called his Colombian counterpart Gustavo Petro sick and said the U.S. military operation in the country was possible.
Why is he sick, Donald? Because he doesn't want to do the horrible things.
Yeah,
is that
he doesn't
why?
want. He's not supporting his administration, his policies in Latin America. So, Colombia will continue to work with the United States to fight drug trafficking using Washington's intelligence and technology, the South American nation said Monday. The government of Colombia has let the U.S. government know they are going to keep coordinating and cooperating in the fight against drug trafficking. Interior Minister Armando Benedetti said in a video with Justice Minister Andrés Irigarra, sent to journalists by the government.
Big Brother likes cannabis. Are you talking about Dave?
I mean, who doesn't? Cannabis is actually better for you. All these drugs that they're pushing now are literally legal drugs, and they're painkillers, and they're killing people. They're literally overdosing people because they don't care about you. They want you to overdose.
Yes,
this is never about drugs. This is about resources and oil when it comes to Maduro.
On Sunday, called his Colombian counterpart sick, blah, blah, blah. Over the weekend, U.S. troops entered Venezuela and captured President Nicolas Maduro, who on Monday... Yeah, I mean, I'm reading verbatim, but yes, definitely was abducted or kidnapped. Pleaded not guilty to New York court to narco-terrorism charges.
And I just want to interrupt one thing. I remember I tweeted about, Tulsi Gabbard's tweet about her doing yoga or whatever, her tweet on January 3rd or whatever the date was, January 2nd. I mentioned how you sold out and you support the administration by, I said captured, but I admit I should not put captured. I should have put kidnapped. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd say captured too. I mean, it's just like, just flies out of my mouth because everybody says captured.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Benedetti
I said captured when I put up a video of, I was saying, people were passing around videos of like clips from movies saying like, oh, this is Maduro or blah, blah, blah. So I put up a clip of Maduro being captured, and it was that scene from Pulp Fiction where he comes in with the room with the sword and slices the guy.
U.S. Over the weekend, U.S. troops entered Venezuela and captured blah, blah. Mr. Benedetti said that Colombia's anti-drug operations would target drug laboratories, criminal organizations, and their camps. It will continue to emphasize the fight against the scourge, particularly on the Colombian-Venezuelan border. Colombia has criticized Trump on Sunday, January 4th, for comments he said if any potential U.S. incursion would be undue interference.
But he doesn't give
Defense Minister Pedro Sanchez said there was a golden opportunity to strengthen international collaboration against drug trafficking. The U.S. is pressuring Colombia to ramp up its fight against drug trafficking as cultivation of the coca leaf, the raw material used to make cocaine, has jumped in recent years. Mr. Petro's government maintains that it seized unprecedented levels of cocaine, including 1,000 metric tons in 2025. Oh, by the way, this whole cultivation of coca leaves things, there's a hypocrisy here because the U.S. allows Coca-Cola to import coca leaves for Coca-Cola.
Shocker.
So there it is. I mean, we have hypocrisy here from the U.S. government. It's like, oh yeah, you got to stop the coca leaf production.
We're the good guys by default. Don't you understand?
I mean, there's also the hypocrisy where the people putting these policies in place are our politicians who are a bunch of druggies anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I mean, literally, the people taking the drugs are not getting. That guy, the reporter, just said, "My dad was a drug dealer." Oh, but we laugh about it now.
George W. Bush did a mountain of cocaine, no big deal. Barack Obama bragged about it. I did a little bit of blow. That was the Barack Obama thing. I did a bit of blow.
Bush Jr. Wasn't he a cokehead up until he was a president?
Yeah. He was.
So he was a failure in life.
He's an alcoholic and a cokehead before.
Yeah, but they all get pushed ahead. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting in jail like the poor people.
Before he got clean and became president in 2000, yeah, we got elected
after his
DUI. There are people in jail right now for less, and those people, they're in jail for the rest of their fucking lives. And literally, it's one big hypocrisy when it comes to drugs because they don't give a fuck about drugs. This was never about drugs with Venezuela.
We got the last president there, Hunter Biden, going around filming himself doing every drug he can find.
Colombia.
That's true. Him and he also filmed himself. Didn't he film himself with a hooker? And the hooker I think was underage. So he's a pedophile too.
He smoked crack in a sensory deprivation tank with his cell phone. He brought his cell phone in with him into a sensory deprivation tank and a crack pipe, and he took pictures of himself smoking crack.
Again, the rich can do whatever they want. They are above the law. But poor people, you get caught with a crack pipe and you go to jail.
Instead of crack, he might as well did DMT. It would get a lot better with the aliens and stuff, and then seeing aliens from the other universe than
in the
smoking
tank
crack.
Yeah,
do DMT or something. That's
if you're gonna go in a sensory deprivation tank, there's better drugs to do for that. For sure.
No, he's not talking about that push, Jacqueline.
Colombia braces with alarm after Maduro's removal in Venezuela by the U.S. Venezuela's neighbor Colombia faces spillover turmoil from the stunning term of events for both violence and mass influx of refugees. Let's see. Medellin. Pablo Escobar's territory. Medellin, or used to be. Medellin, Colombia. The shocking removal of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro by the United States military triggered an alarm in bordering Colombia, where the analysts warned the possibility of far-reaching repercussions. The Colombian government condemned Washington early Saturday morning attacks on Venezuela, including the strikes on military targets and Maduro's capture, and announced plans to fortify his 2,219-kilometer eastern land border, a historic hotbed of rebellion and cocaine production. Security analysts also say Maduro's...
Lady Alex, you liar!
Maduro's deposition, by the way, he was not deposed. I mean, technically, he was abducted, and the Venezuelan government made it clear he's still the president, so he's not deposed. Could aggravate an already deteriorating security situation in Colombia, where refugee advocacy groups warned the country could bear the brunt of possible migration waves triggered by the fallout from the intervention. I don't think so. I think that'll affect the U.S. more, because a lot of them want to come here instead of going to Colombia, but we'll see what happens there. The Colombian government held an emergency national security meeting.
And they're going to bring them here, and then ICE is going to traffic your kid.
Yeah, and then they'll deport them back to Venezuela, and then they'll come back, and it's a disaster. And they held a national security meeting at 3 a.m, according to President Gustavo Petro. The Colombian government condemns the attacks on the sovereignty of Venezuela and Latin America, wrote the president in an X post, announcing the mobilization of state forces to secure the border.
It's easy to hold meetings at 3 a.m. if you got lots of coke, though.
I mean, no offense, this is not about immigration. They don't give a fuck if those people come in here. Again, they're just trying to get away from a war-torn country. It's more, it's the thing is, ICE is going after real American citizens. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And workers, and immigrants who are just workers.
And workers. They're not going after the rich fucks who own them.
Yeah. The National Liberation Army, the left-wing group and the largest remaining rebel force in the country, has been vocal as recently in December in preparation to defend the countries against quote-unquote imperialist intervention. Security analysts said the primary national security risk to Colombia following the attack stems from the ELN, which controls nearly the entire border of Venezuela. I think there's a high risk now the ELN will consider retaliation, including here in Colombia, against Western targets, said Elizabeth Dickinson, Deputy Director of Latin America and Crisis Group International. The rebel group is heavily involved in cocaine trafficking, allegedly, and operates on both sides of the border. It has benefited from ties from the Maduro government. The U.S. intervention threatens the group's transnational operations. In other words, that's a smear. They have no evidence that ELN is connected to Maduro, and even then, they have even less evidence that they're into cocaine trafficking. But it's a left-wing military group, so they have to smear them with being drug lords, of course. So,
sorry, go ahead.
Here's the thing, Angel. I mean, it's like, of course, they're going to say anything to make these people, oh, God, they're so evil.
Of course.
Yeah.
I hate to bring up Jank because he's a horse fucker, but I mean, he likes to fuck horses.
You get the point there. Let's see. Go ahead. Keep going.
What?
Oh, me? No,
no, somebody was talking. I don't know who it was.
I was going to, but I thought the article was finished, so I'll wait.
No, I'm done with this article. You get the point.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I sent you another tweet. This time it was about Mandani. So if you want wanted to look at that.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that a little later because I got to get to these stories here.
Jackie.
Acting President Delcy Rodriguez, Venezuela invites Trump to build peace and cooperation instead of war.
Why?
So here we go again.
Peace.
Venezuela.
Are you
they're kind of
fucking
bending
kidding
over
me?
backwards. They're bending over backwards to
What the actual fuck are you even talking about?
What did he just do?
He literally kidnapped the president or whatever. The president?
Makes me want
Maduro is the president. So.
If someone had taken Trump, we would consider that an act of war. Hello?
Oh no, there'd be a full-blown invasion.
Oh my god,
bombings.
full-blown invasion. It's like they would literally like shoot to kill everybody until they literally found the right person who took Trump.
Yeah, they would kill, murder everybody and brutalize the population.
Christ.
Somebody
he's not a peace guy.
Apparently, she's too dumb to understand all of this.
Venezuela.
Maduro's mistake was clearly not visiting Epstein Island. If he had gone to Epstein Island 15 times,
if he had been a pedophile like the rest of them, he'd be fine.
The Venezuelan
you gotta
acting
be in
president.
the club. Again, if you're not in the club, they hate you. They want you to die.
Yeah, this is evidence that he was not involved with Epstein. The fact that
there
they
you go. Everybody else was.
The Venezuelan acting president, Delcy Rodriguez, called the U.S. government to move towards a balanced and respectable international relationship between Venezuela and the countries of the region, based on sovereign equality and non-interference. President...
I don't get it.
Rodriguez highlighted the sovereign equality, and non-interference in the principles that guide the Venezuelan diplomacy and the rest of the world. The acting president of Venezuela reaffirms its vocation for peace and peaceful coexistence with our country aspires to live without external threats in an environment of respect and international cooperation. We believe that global peace is built by first ensuring the peace of each nation. Rodriguez extends the invitation to the U.S. government to work together on a cooperative agenda oriented towards shared development within the framework of international legality and strengthen the lasting community coexistence. President Donald Trump, our people and our region deserve peace and dialogue, not war. That has always been the
he doesn't give a shit.
Recommend President Nicolas Maduro, and it is the one of all Venezuela at this moment, she says. The Constitutional Chamber of the Supreme Court of Justice ordered that Vice President Delcy Rodriguez assume the presidency of Venezuela to ensure administrative continuity and sense of the nation after foreign military aggression that resulted in the abduction of President Nicolas Maduro.
That'd be like after what Osama bin Laden were responsible for 9/11. And then George Bush would be like, "Hey, Osama, can we discuss, peace? Would that be fine with you? Just like
we'll discuss peace." And then they ended up toppling him anyway.
Yeah, the Constitutional Chamber of the Supreme Court of Justice, Venezuela, based on Articles 234 and 239 of the Constitution, made a systemic interpretation to determine the applicable legal regime that guarantees administrative continuity of the state and the defense of the nation against a forced absence of the president, considered as material and temporary impossibility to exercise its functions.
Since when has Venezuela become such a cuck of a country? I don't get it.
Yeah, but no offense to Maduro, but he was kind of doing the same thing. Like, we're just trying to...
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. Maduro and now her. Like, when have you guys become such cucks?
Yeah, I mean, literally, it's getting a little ridiculous here. They literally took your president, and you're like, oh, but please don't make us suck your dick. We're sorry. What the fuck? Stand up for yourself. But they won't do that because they know that literally they'll become a nuclear war hazard.
But Angel, do you want to bring up that tweet first that I sent you, or?
Let's see. Yeah, I could probably do that real quick before I get to that. All right, so we have Mamdani responds to my question about we support Hamas protests in Queens, so the language has no place in New York City and it's wrong. This brief combination looks into the first of many tests Mamdani will face on anti-Semitism. So let's watch.
First of all, there is no Hamas, okay? It's literally Gaza.
No. It's Hamas. That's what
Hamas.
Oh, okay,
all right,
sorry.
Let's see the mayor now, because he was inaugurated last week, I think. So I didn't cover it because I didn't care, but he was inaugurated last week. All right,
what do you think of those protesters? Can you say it one more time? What do you think of those protesters that said we support Hamas here in Queens?
I think that language is wrong. I think that language has no place in New York City. And what would you say, sir?
For Henry, are you concerned with alienating?
Well, there you go. The language is wrong. It has no place in the city.
And I also sent a tweet in multiple groups. Some of you may have seen it, where Miss Rachel was with Mamdani. You guys may have seen it. And I posted, "Hey, Miss Rachel, wait till you hear that Mamdani supports Israel." So that was disappointing.
Sean, that's part of their plan. See, the stuff is being recalled because they're like, oh, so sorry. We accidentally put poison in the food. Our bad. Everything's poison. Everything. The water, the fucking food, everything is fucking poison because they want you to die. They want you to owe nothing, be happy, and eat sea bugs, and then you will die.
Since we're on Venezuela, I figured I saw this. Bernie Sanders says Maduro was a dictator. It's not pretend Trump cares about democracy. He cozies up to all the dictators around the world when it suits him. Trump has been clear he wants Venezuela's oil. That's not democracy. That's imperialism.
Hey,
but he wasn't a dictator. It's made
Bernie,
up.
You claim to be a socialist. Don't you know that Maduro had the same policies as you?
Yeah, it's totally made up.
He's sold out to the establishment, if he ever was non-establishment to begin with. But here, he just made a contradictory statement within the same statement. Oh, he's a dictator, but
he doesn't support. He doesn't support that dictator, but he supports every other one. Anyways, the Bolivariano organization condemns cowardly attack on Saturday. The United Socialist Party of Venezuela denounced U.S. cowardly military aggression against the South American nation, which included the kidnapping of President Nicolas Maduro and First Lady Celia Flores. Quote unquote, faced with such a grave attack on our sovereignty, the PSUV calls up for the immediate mobilization of all its members and absolute unity under the orders of a high command. We, the Venezuelan men and women, are prepared to defend our country against any type of foreign attack, the PSUV stated. It demanded that U.S. President Donald Trump administration prove Maduro's and wife are alive, which they did. This is before, they actually were shown. We are the party founded by Comandante Hugo Chavez, the political and moral vanguard of the Bolivian Revolution. That is why we close ranks today more than ever with the Bolivian government and express our absolute loyalty to President Nicolas Maduro. The Socialist Party called on governments and international community to express total condemnation of the U.S.'s grotesque military action, which violates the United Nations Charter and tramples international law. So again, they're calling for the United Nations and all other countries to express condemnation. That's like writing a strongly worded letter. Trump doesn't care. The United States government doesn't care. They got who they wanted. So, again,
Angel, when we're done discussing Venezuela, you want to bring up how Dan Bongino has been losing his fucking mind ever since he came back.
Okay, I'd probably bring that up real quick before we go. Let international indignation rise firmly against escalation of imperialist war that threatens the peace in the entire Latin American Caribbean region and has already claimed the lives of military martyrs and innocent civilians, people to the street, and perfect popular military and police fusion. When this is spoken in Spanish, it sounds a lot more strong than what it sounds in English, but the early hours of Saturday...
Well, say it in Spanish then.
Well, it's in English here. So, in the early hours of Saturday, Trump announced his country had successfully carried out large-scale attacks against Venezuela, detaining President Nicolas Maduro and his wife. Shortly afterwards, Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez confirmed the events, as well as killing of soldiers and civilians during airstrikes in Caracas, 3 other states in the country. From the United States, Attorney General Pamela Bondi reported that Maduro and Flores have been charged with alleged narco-terrorism conspiracy and will be prosecuted by U.S. authorities.
Are they even pretending to have anything on the wife?
No.
No.
They just took her. They're just like,
we're taking I'm going to stand with my man, which I would do the same for my soon-to-be husband. I would say, damn, if you're going to arrest him, you're going to arrest me too, bitches. Come on.
So
what do I have to do? Kick you in the nuts? I mean, really?
This is some of the bombing of Caracas. And
I literally want to fucking puke looking at that.
If guys, if you thought 2025 was bad, buckle up because it's gonna get even worse.
Yeah, it's already shit.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
already started making the bombs Trump orange.
Yeah.
We're not even
let's
in
get
February.
to
A noose? Okay, I see where you're going with that, but it's a noose, I'm sure. Like Anubis.
Of course. Yeah, that Paul Singer.
Venezuela.
Jimmy Dore's channel made a video about Paul Singer just recently.
Yeah. Venezuela raid enriches MAGA billionaire. The ouster
Oh,
of Maduro
shocker.
for financial windfall
shocker.
for prominent Trump supporting billionaire, the investor Paul Singer. So that's Paul Singer there. Who cares? I don't want to prescribe to you, dude.
He's a ball sucker? What?
Investor is another way of saying non-laboring financier.
Wait.
Saturday.
What was it that Scott Steiner said? Butt sucking?
Or ball sucking, whatever.
No, butt sucking. He said butt sucking.
Okay, butt sucking. I said ball sucking too.
In a Saturday morning raid ordered by President Trump, U.S. forces captured Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro after Maduro was apprehended and transported to New York to face criminal charges. Trump announced that the U.S. would run Venezuela for the indefinite future. That's totally made up because the socialists are still in charge. I don't know how the U.S. is going to run the government, but whatever. The extraordinary pick.
Can't run the U.S. We're going to run other countries. But I mean, it's always been like that.
Well, yeah. The extraordinary attack, which legal experts said violated U.S. international law, they don't care, created financial windfall for prominent Trump-supporting billionaire investor Paul Singer. 2024 Singer, 81-year-old,
funky butt loving.
with a net worth of $6.7 billion, donated $5 million to Make America Great Incorporated, which is Trump's super PAC. Trump's super PAC Singer donated tens of millions of dollars more in 2024 cycle to support Trump's allies, including $37 million to support the election of Republicans to Congress. He also donated undisclosed amount to fund Trump's second transition.
By the way, how many likes does this video have right now?
I could see.
Come on, guys. You know, Mrs. Witchy goes topless at 40.
We're at 23, so
here comes the Epstein connection.
Yeah.
Let's slow down.
Let's get to 30 at least, maybe 40 hopefully, but let's at least get to 30. This June, when Trump sought funds to bankroll the primary challenger to Thomas Massie, who raised Trump's ire by supporting the release of the Epstein files, Singer contributed $1 million, the largest contribution.
There it is. There's
so
the
when Trump wants to primary Thomas Massie because he dared to oppose him. Singer, of course, like a good billionaire, gave Trump $1 million to do that. Since Trump was first elected in 2016, Singer has met personally with Trump at least 4 times. Quote, Paul just left and he given me his total support, Trump declared after meeting with Singer at the White House in February 2017. I want to thank Paul Singer for being here and coming up to the office. He was a very strong opponent, but now he's a very strong ally. In 2016, Singer initially supported Marco Rubio, who is now Trump's Secretary of State. I wouldn't be surprised if Singer himself, that's what I'm looking for. He recommended Marco Rubio.
40 only for YouTube. 40 likes on YouTube, and here I'll show you a shoulder. How about a shoulder?
In November 2025. Singer acquired Citgo, the U.S.-based subsidiary of Venezuela state-run oil company. Singer, through his private investment firm Elliott Investment Management, bought Citgo for $5.9 billion. The sale to Amber Energy, a subsidiary of Elliott's Investment Management, was forced by creditors of Venezuela after the country defaulted on its bond payments. So basically, they stole U.S. Venezuelan oil company and sold it to Paul Singer. Now, Citgo owns 3 major refineries in the Gulf Coast, 43 oil terminals, and a network over 4,000 independently owned gas stations. By all accounts, Singer acquired these assets at a major discount. Advisors to the court that oversaw the sale valued Citgo at $13 billion, while Venezuelan officials said the assets were worth as much as $18 billion. So in other words, he just bought it for $5.9 billion, which was a ridiculous discount for that company. Singer acquired Citgo at a bargain price in large part due to the embargo, with limited exceptions on Venezuelan oil exports to the United States. Citgo refiners are purpose-built, processed heavy-grade Venezuelan sour crude. As a result, Citgo was forced to source oil from more expensive sources in Canada and Colombia. Oil produced in the United States is generally light grade. This made Citgo's operations far less profitable. Elliott Investment Management is known as a vulture fund because it specializes in buying stressed assets at rock bottom prices. Maduro's government was also seeking to appeal the court approval of Singer's bid for Citgo. Now that Maduro has been ousted, however, it seems unlikely that the appeal will continue. That was the whole point of getting rid of Maduro.
Oh, that's convenient.
He wasn't ousted, okay? First of all, it was illegal. What they did was illegal.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is more of a shit-lib type of Substack piece, but still, it's Trump has sought to justify military action against Venezuela as an effort to disrupt narcotics trafficking, but Venezuela produces no fentanyl, and it's a minor source of cocaine that reaches the United States. Trump has also recently pardoned Juan Orlando Hernandez, the former president of Honduras, who was convicted of drug trafficking. So, hypocrisy there. Further, Trump has long made it clear that he's interested in Venezuela for the oil. In remarks to the North Carolina Republican Party in 2023, Trump said that when he left office in 2021, Venezuela was ready to collapse, which is not true. Trump said he had remained in office, the U.S. would have taken Venezuela over and gotten all that oil. And
does he also sit down to pee, Kieran? Does he also sit down to pee?
In remarks on Fox News Saturday, Trump made it clear that one of the motivations for Saturday's attack was the increased reduction in export of Venezuelan oil. Venezuela has the largest proven reserves of crude in the world. Trump said that moving forward, the U.S. would be very strongly involved in the Venezuelan oil industry. Industry observers anticipated rapid rerouting of Venezuelan oil exports, reestablishing the U.S. as a major buyer of the country volumes. Jaime Brito, an oil analyst at OPIS, said access to Venezuelan oil imports will be a game changer for the U.S. Gulf Coast refiners in the term of profitability. Paul Singer thinks a well-timed transaction will be one of the largest beneficiaries. So, there you go.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah. Singer pushes regime change in Venezuela. Of course he did. So, you get the point.
Yeah, because they make a very big profit off of that shit.
Yeah.
Again, Americans will never see a drop of that oil. I told this to my coworker, who's not going to be my coworker. He'll be my ex-coworker soon. But I told him, I said, you watch. Not one of us Americans will see a drop of that fucking oil that they take from Venezuela.
Oh. We're at 25 likes, so the likes should keep going up here. So good.
They like that shoulder.
So let's see, where are we here? Oh, here we go. So Trump is rolling out elections in Venezuela. Trump rolls out elections in Venezuela. Anticipates sending troops to occupy Venezuela. The president told NBC News that U.S. must nurse Venezuela back to health. Get a load of the arrogance and condescension of the president saying that we must nurse Venezuela back to health.
Oh, we just have to take care of the poor thing.
It has bone spurs. Venezuela has bone spurs.
In order to nurse Venezuela back to health, we have to occupy it indefinitely.
That's code for we're going to take all the oil and the resources, and you fucking poor Americans will never see a drop of it.
Yeah.
Angel, I sent you another one.
Gas prices will still be outrageous, and they'll tell you get rid of your cars because you poor people are the problem.
Yeah. President Donald Trump said the U.S. had no plans to hold elections in Venezuela. He said elections are currently impossible, and the country must first be helped by the U.S. We, quote unquote, we have to fix the country first. You cannot have an election. There's no way that people could even vote. Trump said about the possibility of a vote in the next month. No, it's not. It's going to take a period of time. We have to nurse the country back to health. The president explained that Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, and Vice President J.D. Vance and White House advisor Stephen Miller would be responsible for running Venezuela. So that's supposed to work.
They can't even run America. What makes you think they can run Venezuela?
How's that supposed to work? Because it's 4 people that's supposed to be running this country somehow. But the Venezuelan government doesn't agree with that. It's like, no, you're not running dick. We're running the country. I mean, Trump is just like grandstand. Oh, yeah, these guys are running the country for me. Even on, he said he would run it at one point. While Trump is laying out a massive nation-building project, he insisted that the U.S. is not at war with Venezuela.
Nation
no,
building.
we're not.
Yeah, that'll be the
war.
fucking day.
Trump said, "We are at war with people that sell drugs. We are at war with people that
no,
empty
you
their
fucking
prisons
ain't.
into our
No,
country."
you fucking ain't. Because there's drug dealers all over the fucking place, and you ain't going after them. No, you pardon them. You dumb fuck.
Enter our country and empty their drug addicts and empty their mental institutions into our country.
Then go into Colombia, but you won't because you're a fucking bastard and a fucking pedophile.
Remember they found a bag of cocaine in the White House? That was funny.
Yeah, that was under Biden, though.
Yeah, it was under Biden.
But yeah, I know, but still, all of our elites, they're all doing drugs. They're all doing mountains of drugs.
Oh, well, we got to say no to drugs.
Oh, by the way, the Secret Service dropped that investigation. Never told us whose cocaine that was. So
there was no cameras. We borrowed the cameras from the prison where Epstein hung himself, and the cameras didn't work.
Yeah. Trump has ordered extensive sanctions on Venezuela. The seizure of 2 oil tankers carrying Venezuelan oil, strikes on Caracas, and the kidnapping of President Nicolas Maduro, all acts of war. The president went on to say that he's anticipating sending U.S. troops to occupy Venezuela and force his will on the country. The U.S. continues to conduct surveillance flights near Venezuela. Trump believes the rebuilding of Venezuela would take about 18 months and come at a massive cost to U.S. energy firms.
Yeah, right.
So,
what it will do is take a bunch of the minerals and resources and the oil.
It's Iraq all over again. It's the same shit every time.
The evidence is right here. It's right here.
Evidence is right here. My little dick.
This part here come at a massive cost to U.S. energy firms. Who's going to pay that?
They're going to have to pay exorbitant prices.
Yeah. Who's going to pay that? Ultimately, we will in our electric bill.
Are you going to pay for it?
They're going to want to. Are you going to pay for it? They're going to want to. They're going to want to pass
money. They always have a lot of money. Poor people.
They're going to want to pass that cost to us in our electric bill.
Epstein's alive and well in Tel Aviv.
Probably.
Well, there you go. Probably. The president continued, a tremendous amount of money will have to be spent. The oil companies will spend it. And then they will get reimbursed by us or through revenue.
Yeah.
Venezuela's
and gas prices are still going to be fucking high. And guess what? They're going to say, well, poor people, you can't have your gas-powered cars now. You have to buy electric or else. How about you go fuck yourself?
Just this town to this white kids.
I will give up my gas-powered car when you stupid rich motherfucking pedophiles give up your fucking private jets, which pollute more than my car will in my entire fucking lifetime.
I remember Bernie and AOC were in private jets.
Yeah, and they can go suck a dick too.
You remember the movie Face Off with Nicolas Cage and he swapped faces with John Travolta?
Yeah.
I think Epstein swapped faces with Diddy.
There you go.
Just because that motherfucker is supposedly dead doesn't mean trafficking went away.
Diddy killed himself.
Venezuela's
and Epstein walks free.
Venezuela's heavily contaminating crude oil is difficult to reach and expensive to refine. Oil prices need to exceed $100 per barrel to make companies see profits. Crude is currently priced under $58 a barrel. So they got to raise those prices quite a bit for a profit.
So Angel, go over the other clip or tweet I just sent you. It was my response.
See, that's the problem. That's why oil companies will never go out of business. Even if they make us get rid of our gas-powered cars, oil will never go out of business. Big oil will never go out of business because they're too busy selling it to the fucking Middle East and the fucking Europe countries. But you have to sacrifice for the rich so that we can keep fucking your kids.
Eventually,
how about you go suck a dick?
So eventually, what will happen is eventually these fossil fuels will become cost prohibitive. They'll become once all the easy to access fossil fuels are gone, fossil fuels will become cost prohibitive, and all of the regular folks are going to have to tighten their belts, and we're not going to have access to all of the easy transportation, and we're going to have to start thinking smarter about our supply chain and not shipping things all around the world for no reason.
Well, and that's the thing is they want to get rid of gas power. Basically, they want to get rid of private ownership of cars because when you pay I paid off my loan to my car, that is now my car. They don't want that. They want you to lease a car that's electric and that, or you don't have a car. You have to the 15-minute cities that are literally, you could just ride your bike to, because poor people, they have to sacrifice. Us rich people, man, we're so awesome. We let these poor people fucking exist. We're so fucking awesome. They should sacrifice for us. I mean, don't you see? We should just keep fucking little kids so that, they need to sacrifice. Poor people need to sacrifice for us rich people. Don't you fucking see?
No, but Angel, go over my tweet first, or my response to AOC, or read it first, and then my response to it.
Hold on, because
no offense, Sean, but when Angel starts sprouting wings, then I'll be like, okay.
The thing I was talking about, there's a guy, I think his name is Holmgren. I forget his name, and it's called Energy
that
Descent.
bitch.
David Holmgren, Energy Descent Future. In the future, we're going to go into an energy descent economy where we cannot wastefully burn fossil fuels like we used to. We're gonna have to, of necessity, figure out a way of doing things that makes more sense.
Well, and Jimmy Dore had it right. He said that the rich people's private jets, all of them pollute on a massive scale more than everybody else's gas-powered car in the fucking United States and even in fucking Europe.
It's like the one jet is your entire lifetime of driving your car around to the one jet.
And then some. And then my neighbors and my other neighbors, everybody around here.
Okay. I see why. Hey, so marching in a predominantly Jewish neighborhood and leading into chants of "quote unquote" "we support Hamas" is disgusting and anti-Semitic thing to do. Pretty basic.
And then go to my response.
How about you go fuck yourself, AOC? Don't you have a dick to suck?
There you go.
She's working tirelessly on
shut your bitch ass up.
No, not that one.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, shut up, bitch.
Yeah, that's the original one, Steph. That's
the original one. Yeah. So.
And they didn't say we support Hamas. They said we support Gaza.
There you go.
They don't support Hamas, you stupid bitch.
He's really become way more divisive than Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib. It's so crazy.
And they're so fucking silent on this shit because they're not allowed to say anything because they know where their bread is buttered, man. They know that they have to suck a dick. They have to sell out to the establishment. Where is Rashida Tlaib and Omar? Where are they? They're fucking sucking dick all day.
I like how AOC is going to be the new MTG.
Yeah, she's gonna act like she's doing good, but she sucks a lot of dick.
She's like the old MTG when MTG was a Zionist. Now AOC is the.
You have to bow down to Israel, and you must suck the Israel dick.
She's a liberal Zionist.
This is a lie.
Were you gonna say Kyle Kowinski, Bill?
What's that?
Were you gonna say Kyle Kowinski? Because I thought you were gonna say Kyle.
No.
So Donald Trump here on Truth Social posted. It begins with a lie. After long and difficult negotiations with Senator, Congressmen, and secretaries and other political representatives, I have determined for the good of our country, especially in these very troubled and dangerous times, our military budget for the year 2027 should not be $1 trillion, but rather $1.5 trillion. By the way, this is a lie because it was not. It were no negotiations. Trump said, "I want 1.5 trillion," and
the Democrats,
like,
"Oh
okay,
yes,
sure.
sir. Let me suck your dick, sir."
In fact, we'll give you 1.7 trillion. Just add a couple $100 million on top of that, a couple billion on top of that.
Apples. I mean, the Democrats don't give a fuck just as much as Trump doesn't give a fuck.
As Jimmy Dore mentioned, they rather lose to a Republican than win with a progressive.
Right. And
what they do over there, a Republican than win with Kamala.
Yeah.
What they do over there, they will do over here. So will be damned.
Yeah, this will allow us to build a quote-unquote dream military that we have long been entitled, and more importantly,
we already have a fucking military. It's bigger than any other fucking country in the fucking world.
That will keep us safe and secure, regardless of foe.
I thought it was safe and effective. Not just kidding.
Well, that's. But if it weren't for the tremendous number of being produced by tariffs in other countries, many of which in the past have ripped off the United States at levels never seen before,
you, Trump.
I would say.
Tariffs are bullshit. Guess who pays for the fucking tariffs? I do.
Yeah, And I would say the $1 trillion number, but because of tariffs and tremendous income they bring, amounts being created that would have been unthinkable in the past, especially just 1 year ago during Sleepy Joe Biden's administration, the worst president in the history of our country.
Money, Trump? Where's the fucking money, Trump?
We are able to easily hit the $1.5 trillion number, at the same time producing unparalleled military force and having the ability at the same time to pay down debt and likewise pay a substantial dividend to the moderate income patriots within our country, President Donald J. Trump. So
you can hit 1.5 trillion and produce unparalleled military force. Wow.
It took
Where's
1.5
the fucking money,
trillion.
Trump? Where's the money that I paid in the fucking tariffs?
You mean to tell me if you spend more money than everyone else combined, you have an unparalleled military force? Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, all that money that he got from tariffs went into the fucking military so that he could use that military against us. So if we stand up against, for our rights, those things called our rights, if we stand up for that, well, they can just fucking gun you down.
They don't believe in our rights, our quote unquote rights. Anyways, the Senate is trying to stop Trump. It says Senate advanced bill aimed at preventing Trump from launching another attack on Venezuela. Bipartisan legislation passed a procedural vote and will be brought to the Senate floor for a final vote next week. The Senate on Thursday advanced a war powers resolution aimed at preventing President Donald Trump from launching another attack on Venezuela without congressional authorization. The bill advanced a procedural vote to discharge it from committee, which sets up a final vote in the Senate next week, when it will need a simple majority to go to the House. It advanced on Thursday by 52-47 vote, with 5 Republicans joining Democrats in support of the bill. The high Republicans who voted for the bill include Senator Rand Paul, who co-sponsored legislation, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Susan Collins of Maine, Todd Young of Indiana, and Josh Hawley of Missouri. President Trump responded to the vote by harshly criticizing the 5 Republicans, saying they should, quote unquote, never be elected to public office again. That's what you get for crossing him. The bill received support from 3 more Republicans than the previous Venezuela war powers resolution, which was voted on in November. It failed 49-51. With regard to Venezuela, my read of the Constitution is that if the president feels the need to put boots on the ground there in the future, Congress would need to vote on it, Hawley said in a post on X, explaining his vote. That's why I voted yes on this morning's Senate resolution. Since the U.S. launched the attack on Venezuela that resulted in killing around 100 people and the abduction of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife Celia Flores, President Trump has been threatening to bomb the country again if it doesn't do his bidding. Trump also said the U.S. would run Venezuela and suggested that he could put boots on the ground in Venezuela. I believe in invoking the War Powers Act at this moment if necessary, given the comments about the possibility of boots on the ground and sustained engagement running Venezuela, which I do not agree with. Senator Collins said in a statement on the vote. Trump administration officials also claimed that the major attack on Caracas was not an act of war, which Paul strongly rejected. But make no mistake, bombing another nation's capital and removing their leader is an act of war, plain and simple, Paul said. No provision.
It is an act of war. If they bombed Washington, D.C., we would consider that an act of war.
No, but
so much
we
bullshit.
Something else,
that's
something
what happened in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
So much bullshit right there.
Yeah, we would. All right, good night, Jackie. Hope you have.
Thank you for
coming on. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. No provision in the Constitution provides such power to the presidency. It's unlikely that the war powers resolution will pass the Senate or the House without veto-proof majority, but its passage could still affect the Trump administration. For example, back in 2019, when Congress passed the War Powers Act aiming at ending U.S. support for Saudi Arabia's brutal war in Yemen, Trump vetoed the bill, but he also ended U.S.'s refueling of Saudi jets that were bombing the country.
But he sucked dick on everything else.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Again, what they do over there, they will do here.
Angel, I also send you another video. I know you liked my post on it, but I don't know if the others have seen it. So
yeah, we'll get to that in a moment here. Trump says he expects to run Venezuela for years.
Yeah, and I expect to be a billionaire too.
President Trump has told the New York Times that he expects to run Venezuela for many years following the U.S. attack on Caracas to abduct President Nicolas Maduro.
Well, now we know how Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is going to be.
Unless it's
Again,
full
they've
of
all
zombies
predicted
again.
this.
And
What they do over there, they will do over
that
here.
would be the main story.
Maybe this is his third presidential term he's been talking about. He's going to be president of Venezuela.
Yeah, by quote unquote running Venezuela, the president appears to mean controlling its oil industry and getting access to the country's vast oil reserves, the largest in the world for more American companies. We will quote unquote rebuild it in a very profitable way, he told the paper. We are going to be using oil. We are going to be taking oil. We're going to be getting oil prices down. We're going to be giving money to Venezuela.
You're so
they
full
desperately
of shit,
need.
Trump, your eyes are brown. American citizens, you are not going to see a drop of that fucking oil. You know why? Because they're going to sell it to fucking Europe and the Middle East. You are not going. What they do over there, they are going to do over here. Gas prices are still going to rise up to $8 and $10, and you have to be fucking rich to get it. And then they're going to say, "Oh, by the way, gas-powered cars, you can't use them anymore." Well, you can go fuck yourself because I'm going to have my gas-powered car, whether you fucking like it or not.
When asked how long he expects the U.S. to remain in Venezuela, political overlord, 3 months, 6 months, a year, the president said, "I would say much longer." You know, like
yeah,
we're
of course, because you're a
there.
piece of shit.
Trump.
Oh, we gotta get those Venezuelan kids. They're pretty good.
Don't forget the face he did recently.
Trump has threatened to attack Venezuela again and potentially send troops, but declined to say what sort of situation can lead to that. I wouldn't want to tell you that, he said. Trump and his top officials have said that the U.S. will be controlling Venezuela's oil sales and will start by acquiring 30 to 50 million barrels. However,
again, I've seen this. There was a video where one of the CEOs of the oil industry said, "Well, isn't it a shame that our oil is under their land? Isn't that a shame?"
Yeah. Yeah, Venezuela State Oil Company, PDVSA, has framed the deal as a routine sale of oil to the U.S., similar to its dealing with Chevron, which continues to operate in the country. Trump insisted to the Times that Venezuela's government, which is currently led by acting President Delcy Rodriguez, Maduro's vice president, is giving us everything we feel is necessary. Rodriguez has said that no foreign agents running Venezuela.
That's because she is literally bending over backwards so you can stick your dick in her ass.
Yeah, she's doing the same thing Maduro did when he was in charge before he got abducted, and has maintained that Maduro is the rightful president and must be released by the U.S. Today, more than ever, the Bolivarian political forces stand firm and united to guarantee the stability of the nation, she said in a post on Telegram on Thursday. Together with the great patriotic Pole Simon Bolivar, we have reviewed and cohesively adopted 3 lines of action: the release of our heroes, President Nicolas Maduro and First Lady Ciria Flores, preserving peace and stability throughout the national territory, and consolidating governance for the benefit of our people, she added.
Yeah, they don't care.
So, the U.S. not really that particularly bothered by that. So, yep. Let's see here.
Go to the tweet I sent to you.
We'll go to
these capitalists. I want to point out the hypocrisy of these capitalists. Talk about how they try to define capitalism as voluntary exchange of goods and all that nonsense. Unless you're a country and you want to sell your oil to other countries, and we disagree, and then the capitalists come screw.
Yeah, and then the capitalists want to topple over and make sure that socialism doesn't work out because our people would want that, and we can't have that. We have to have slaves.
They don't believe in anything they say they believe in.
Hilarious.
It's blatant.
It was just so bad. I mean,
leftist woman says she feels wrong for paying her respects to Renee Good because she's a white woman who's privileged.
She was a fucking lesbian with 3 kids, you dumb fuck. Go fuck yourself.
So, I mean, I'm just walking around kind of just dazed-eyed because I was like, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. It feels kind of
such privilege that she was gunned down in the middle of fucking everybody and murdered.
She claims she's privileged because she's white.
Yeah, she's so privileged she fucking got gunned down by a fucking murdering pieces of shit who are pedophiles and trafficking.
Fucking identity politics. So if you were killed, you wouldn't want to.
So if you were gunned down, should I feel ashamed because you're fucking white, bitch?
Yeah.
That's her logic. The answer is yes.
Okay, then I won't feel guilty when ICE takes you out, you stupid fucking cunt. Why don't you go eat a pussy, bitch?
Yep. I agree.
Oh, she's so white, so privileged. She was a fucking lesbian.
I'm privileged, and I have a lot of privilege.
Oh, I didn't see her how about this, Muffy? Go fuck yourself, bitch. You're literally talking about privilege when you're sitting there fucking privileged. I don't see you being gunned down.
Yeah, so she keeps running her mouth here.
You don't think ICE will gun you down, bitch? You are next. ICE doesn't give a fuck about you. They just want to fuck your kid. I
don't know if that makes any sense.
I hope you get fucking gunned down, you stupid bitch. And then we can all say, well, she's white privilege.
She lives about 2 houses down from where it happened.
You live in a fucking house.
Okay, calm down there, Steph.
You don't live in a mansion. You don't have a fucking mansion, bitch. They're gonna come after you and your kids. They're gonna traffic your kids, you fucking cunt. Go eat a pussy, bitch.
Well, something weird is. Wait, no, I could barely see this.
You come after my kid, motherfuckers, and you're dead. You can go see your fucking God.
Something weird has happened here. So, anyways, there's 2 different lawyers. There's one lawyer that claimed that he represented Maduro, but what's his name? Let's see. Let me see if I'm gonna have to read this closer. Harry J. Pollock declares under penalty of pursuant to 25 U.S.C. 1746, the following two are correct. I could barely see this. Like, why is this so... Yeah, I can't. Anyways, let me just read it from here. It's easier. Yesterday, Nicolas Maduro's lawyer, Barry Pollock, filed a motion to remove Bruce Fine's appearance. In other words, apparently the lawyer Bruce Fine initially claimed he was representing Maduro, but Maduro never hired him, which is really weird. Alongside affidavit in which he states that the lawyer Bruce Fine is also registered Nicolas Maduro's legal representative without authorization, neither from Maduro herself or from the lawyer Barry Pollock. According to the declaration presented in court, Nicolas Maduro does not know who Bruce Fine is, nor he has any communication with him. If it's confirmed that lawyer Bruce Fine registered as legal representative without authorization, this could lead to ethical or legal sanctions. This incident should not affect the course of trial against Nicolas Maduro.
I'm surprised they didn't try Dershowitz.
Yeah, this lawyer Bruce Fine allegedly said he claimed he represented Maduro, even though he's never heard of him or didn't hire him. So he hired Barry Pollock, which is the lawyer that helped negotiate Julian Assange's plea deal that finally got him out of prison. So he's smart to hire him because he's actually the lawyer that finally got Assange out of prison after a decade. But let's see. I already did that. Wait, is this? No, this doesn't have let's see. This is good. In light of recent abduction from Venezuela's Maduro, the warnings of former leaders from Chavez to Gaddafi take on an urgent meeting. While the U.S. cites democracy and security as a motive, these leaders argue the true objective is political domination and resource control. So it goes from Saddam Hussein to Fidel Castro, Nelson Mandela, Gaddafi, and Hugo Chavez here. So which they're all pretty much correct here and there.
إذا أردتم أن تسيطروا على العالم ككل فعليكم أن تسيطروا على النفط. مستلزمات السيطرة على النفط هو تدمير العراق.
La diferencia está en que el gobierno de este país, de Estados Unidos, no quiere la paz.
Nope, they don't want
quiere
peace.
imponernos su modelo de explotación y de saqueo y su hegemonía a punta de guerras.
And if there is a country that has committed unspeakable atrocities in the world, it is the United States of America. They
not lying.
وخلاص أصدقائنا الأمريكان يجاوبونا على السؤال اللي حاير. لماذا العراق؟ شو السبب له؟ فيها أسلحة دمار شامل عند العراق ما عندها. كيف يصير حرب يشنق؟ ورئيس دولة عربية عضو في الجامعة العربية. ممكن الدور جاي عليكم كلكم.
He said any of you might be next. Unfortunately, he was next.
And then they laughed.
Yeah, he was next. I mean, Obama killed Gaddafi in 2011, right after Iraq.
I remember
so
Marco Rubio tweeted about that.
Yeah.
y las industrias más importantes en todos los órdenes, propiedades de compañías norteamericanas. Y esa situación no ha de ser extraña a muchos de los países representados en esta asamblea.
There you go. All these leaders warned of what would happen. Where's the one? Where is that? This is Maduro talking about the Chinese phone Hawaii. Remember when Trump's first term, he banned the Hawaii phones because allegedly China.
It was Huawei.
Yeah, Huawei. That's it. Hawaii, Huawei. Yeah. Anyways, Xi Jinping gifted Maduro before he got arrested that phone, and he claimed that the gringos or Americans can't hack it. So
impresionante. Ahí me llega todo por aquí. Teléfono que me regaló, mira, Xi Jinping. Esto me lo regaló Xi Jinping.
Mira.
Un Huawei.
Huawei.
Mira. El mejor teléfono del mundo. El Huawei. Y no te lo pueden intervenir los gringos. Ni los aviones espías, ni los satélites.
So he claims, I'm not sure how true this is, but he claims the Huawei phones cannot be hacked by the U.S. or their spy planes.
They are next level. My girlfriend used to have one, and it had like features that you can't get from U.S. phones.
Samsung just came out with a new phone like that. It's even better.
I would
trifold. They came out with a trifold. It looks really
I would purchase. I would have purchased one of those phones if it weren't banned, but. Let's see. This is every country the U.S. has overthrown in South America. So
here's every South American country which has had its government overthrown by the CIA since 1947. Costa Rica in 1948. Guatemala, 1954.
This said banana wars, by the way.
Salvador, 1979. Nicaragua, 1981. Panama, 1989. Paraguay, 1954. Brazil, 1964. Peru, 1968.
Basically
Chile,
all of them.
1973. Uruguay, 1973. Argentina, 1976. And Venezuela in 2002.
And 2026. But yeah, you get the point. And nearly every country in Latin America has been overthrown by the U.S. So,
and don't forget what we've done in the Middle East too.
Yeah, I think this is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
You said to Ted Koppel last night, a man who changes his principles depending on with whom he is dealing is not a man who can lead a nation. The context was this: what principle are you being asked to change, you, Mr. Mandela, when Americans question your praise for the human rights under Gaddafi and Castro? What is the principle involved?
Oh, by the way, how dare you praise Gaddafi and Castro? I mean, they're terrible people, according to us.
Being asked to change.
Mr. McNeil, this is a matter which should not be handled lightly, as many people do. The first country which we approached in the 60s for assistance when our leaders had to leave the country in order to mobilize the support of the international community. The first country we approached was the United States of America. We could not even succeed to come close to the government. And
if you remember, this is back in the 60s. The United States government supported the apartheid government of South Africa. So when Mandela and his crew tried to get a meeting with the U.S., they ignored him basically. It was like, no, fuck you black people. We support the racist white government of South Africa. So, all right, let's go to which country that actually supported them.
They refused to assist us. But Cuba, the moment we appealed for assistance, they were ready to do so, and they did so. Why would we now listen to the Western world when they say we should have nothing to do with Cuba? It's just unreasonable. No human being acts in that particular fashion. Here is the country that was the first to assist us when the West, which had formidable resources, was actually supporting the government. Now you expect us to change our whole approach and to start condemning Cuba for what is supposed to be happening inside the country. No man of principles could ever do that. And that is what I try to convey to Koppel.
Mr. Mandela, our time is up. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
To be honest,
Thank
I
you.
wish that I could talk to some of these countries and be like, don't listen to the government. They're fucking assholes. Here, what do you need?
Mandela basically said, look, Cuba supported us when we asked for help. The U.S. basically told us to go fuck ourselves. So why would we now all of a sudden attack Cuba and betray them? That's not going to happen.
Angel, looking at Mandela right now, he kind of looks like Dave Roberts a little bit.
He does.
Hey, don't do that. Don't insult Maduro.
Maduro? What? Who?
No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, it's really ridiculous how our government is, make sure you help your fellow man. Yeah, and then you tell other countries who really need the assistance to go fuck themselves. Well, in to tell Mandela if he was still alive, you know what? They're doing the same thing to us citizens.
Yeah, Mandela was right. Like, the U.S. didn't help us, but Cuba did. Why would we all of a sudden condemn Cuba because
That's
the
like
U.S.
literally
tells us?
Having your best friend fucking your man or your boyfriend. Your best friend's fucking your boyfriend. Meanwhile, your boyfriend's or your best friend saying, "Don't just get away from him." You know, he's really bad for you.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Well, you're fucking him too. Sorry.
26 likes. All right, so let's get to this. This is the actual attack in the aftermath of the attack in Caracas. So.
Hey, Trump, explícale al mundo. ¿Qué pasó aquí? Los objetivos no eran militares. No era un ataque a un presunto cartel.
So
no era un
Trump. I'm gonna mute this. I can translate it better without hearing that music. So Trump, tell the world what happened here. So this is the actual bombing there in Caracas.
We were going after terrorists. We were going after terrorists.
The objectives are the military, right? No, it's supposed to be an attack on the cartel. A strategic attack, not destruction of these apartment buildings. The result of your detonations of your missiles. So they just bombed the shit out of this. Look at this.
We were going after the terrorists. We're going after drug lords.
That once innocent people were killed that lived in this apartment building today, and it unfairly attacked Venezuela. You seem to be happy with your attack because your gringos are excited about this. You said that the world, you're trying to bring liberty to Venezuela, but look at this. This is not liberty that I consider.
Question. I've heard that before. What the hell are gringos? I'm sorry, I don't know.
We're going to make Venezuela great.
White people? Is that what the Spanish call us?
Yeah. Yeah,
it
depends. It depends. Sometimes it's used as a slur. Sometimes it's used for a reason of endearment.
Call us crackers for all I care. I mean, some of us deserve it.
But a lot of times, it's used as a slur. But other times, it's used for endearment. Like, it depends who's using it, what context it is. But basically, it's like gringos.
At least, what's his name? That guy's name, I can't remember his name right now. At least
Owen Schreier.
Yeah, at least he has a spine, unlike Alex Jones.
Yeah, so he talks about Israelis leaders and how none of them are actually Jewish. They're all Eastern European, which is true. I wanted to show this too. So,
if you did a DNA test for all the Palestinians,
and here's the thing: that Israel also has a lot of pedophiles.
Yeah, that's so.
Palestinians and a DNA test for all the Israelis, the Palestinians have more actual genetic ties to that landmass than the Israelis, who are mostly Eastern European. This is every prime minister of Israel. First one, David.
Turn it down. It's so loud.
I did. Hold on.
Gurion, real name David Grun, born in Poland. Next one, Mashi Sheret, real name Mashi Shurtok, born in Ukraine. Then Levi Eshkol, real name Levi Skolanik, born in Ukraine. Next one, Yigal Alan, real name Yigal Paikovich. Next one, Golda Meir, real name Golda Mabovich, born in Ukraine. Next one, Manichin Begin, real name Mazi Chekslaw Begum, born in Ukraine. So I can go on and on.
It seems
and how ironic that people in Ukraine, they really worship Stefan Bandera, who was a fucking Nazi. He was so bad that the Nazis kicked him out. So that doesn't surprise me that Israel's being led by a bunch of fucking Nazis.
Almost every single one of them has a fake name, and nearly every single one of them is actually from Eastern Europe. Even Netanyahu's real name is Milakovsky.
Milakovsky, Benjamin Milakovsky, not Netanyahu, by the way.
I know you saw the clips, Angel, but he posted a couple funny clips of making fun of people saying, "Oh, here's how the people celebrating Venezuela." He showed Aaron Judge hitting a home run, and then the Ravens.
Right. I saw. Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah.
Because it wasn't. It was people in Florida, ex-Cubans.
Yeah. So it's all totally made up.
Why did he look like Mitch McConnell?
And then the one I saw was the statue of Hussein coming down, and they're like, "Oh, they took all these statues to Maduro." I went, "Maduro doesn't have any statues, you dumb fucks."
It was Hussein.
That was Hussein.
That's funny.
But you're so fucking stupid because you don't think. You just go, "Oh, the Venezuelans, they're celebrating us as liberators. That's going to be next. That's going to be next."
Yeah,
it's all the same bullshit over and over again forever.
It is Iraq 2.0.
This is the guy that allegedly won the election instead of Maduro. This is like the right winger that looks like he's half dead. And Mundo Gonzalez.
Bolsonaro was the guy that was before Maduro.
Yeah,
he was like a Trump 2.0.
That guy looks a lot like Mitch
Bolsonaro, I think was his name.
Mundo Gonzalez, the exiled former diplomat who's widely regarded as legitimate winner of 2024.
For fuck's sake, you might as well let Juan Guaido run fucking Venezuela at this point.
Refers to himself as
who the fuck that was.
He refers to himself as "quote unquote" commander-in-chief in the new video after Maduro's arrest. As president of Venezuela, some make claims to clear all the national armed forces and law enforcement agencies their duties to fulfill the important sovereign mandate expressed on July 2024. As your commander-in-chief, I remind you your loyalties to the Constitution, the people of the Republic. So he's kind of like Juan Guaido in the sense that he thinks he's president and he's doing speeches.
That's who should be running Venezuela right now because they tried that before. Nobody in Venezuela even know who the fuck that dude was.
Yeah, they might as well have.
And they just tried that Machado or whatever her name is, and she failed.
Yeah, well, she's a traitor to.
Well, the only reason
literally be hung for being a traitor.
The only reason why. Oh, here we go. I wanted to. Oops. Here we go. The only reason why she's not president right now is because she slighted Trump, and Trump it affected his ego when she accepted the Nobel Peace Prize and didn't give it to Trump directly. So
yeah, she dedicated
she should have gotten on her hands and knees.
Yeah,
sucked
that's
his
what Trump
dick,
wanted.
And then handed him the fucking medal. This is
she dedicated it to him, but that's not enough.
That's not enough for Trump. No.
Join the Kiss My Ass Club.
This is literally our president who sits there and says, "Well, fuck her if she's not going to suck my dick and then give me a medal." Huh.
Yeah, Bolsonaro's from Brazil stuff.
Suck my dick and give me a medal.
You know what I mean? He was like a Trump 2.0.
Yeah. Days
Suck
before
my dick and give me a medal.
The day before the U.S. kidnapped Maduro, he told journalists that he'd spoken to Trump in America's interlocutors and said that he welcomed U.S. help with tackling drug traffickers, would accept investment from U.S. oil companies. The U.S. justification for this action gets weaker by the day. Yeah, I saw this clip before. It's like he's bent over backwards to give Trump exactly what he wanted, and he still kidnapped him anyways.
Lexa, I don't know what you're talking about. I know that all of our ancestors were not born here. I know they came here on leaky boats. So I don't know what you're talking about. I know that I'm an immigrant just like all of our ancestors were immigrants. We are not, unless you are Native American, you are an immigrant, period. End of conversation. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't. The only thing I can, we are Americans in name only. We're citizens of the country, not actually of the land, you know?
Correct.
So the established country of the United States, we're Americans in that sense, but the land itself, obviously none of us belong. It doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the natives.
First of all, the Bible never gave that land to you. That land was for the Palestinians because Palestinians are actually Semites, excuse me. They are Semites. So first of all, the Bible was made up to control a population, okay? It is not the land of your birth. You were not fucking born there. You took that land from the Palestinians. It's called 1942. Look it up. Or 1948, sorry. 1948. Look it up. And you're a religious group, not a fucking race. Jews are not a fucking race. So
yeah, I've said this.
Fucking history. 1948. You took that land from the Palestinians. Your ancestors took it from the Palestinians and called them Arabs and said any Arabs were bad. They were bad people. So you took that land with the help of the United States and made it Israel. You're just a bunch of fucking pedophiles. That's all you are.
Yeah, they stole
and you're a bunch of fucking Nazis too.
I have a puzzle for
Arabs.
people. I asked them if Jewish is an ethnicity, then why do we have to say Mizrahi Jew, Sephardic Jew, Ashkenazi Jew? If it's ethnicity, why do we have to attach all of these ethnic designations in front of it? That's because it's not an ethnicity. The ethnicity is Mizrahi, Ashkenazi, Sephardic.
Right. So when did there was a country named Palestine?
Pre-1948.
There wasn't, you stupid fucking idiot. There was a country that was there, but it was not called Israel. There was no such fucking thing as Israel. You need to fucking watch a movie that literally it's pro Israel, but it's called Cast a Giant Shadow. That should tell you right there. It's pro Israel, but it literally shows how Israel took over the land. They used American GIs from World War II and made them and helped them get this land from the Arabs.
This is an equivocation.
That is not your fucking land. Your ancestors are fucking literally terrorists.
Look at world maps pre-1948. They all say Palestine. They don't say Israel. They say Palestine.
They're going to equivocate. They're going to try to equivocate between modern nation states and the ancient idea of nations. They're going to say
Where's Egypt,
it's never been a nation. It's
Egypt
never been
actually owned much of that land.
Ancient Greece was not a modern nation state. Are we going to say that ancient Greece never existed?
Which is why
why wasn't there a country named Greece?
Which is why the Egyptians hated the state of Israel for decades until Jimmy Carter came in with their peace deal.
That was all Egyptian land, dumb fuck. But you want to sit here and say, oh, praise Israel because I'm going to suck their dick. Israel was not a fucking country until you had help from the fucking Americans back in 1948. Learn your fucking history.
And the UN that's why the US created the UN in order to justify stealing that land and naming it the state of Israel.
Oh, and by the way, the fucking people, the Nazis, the Nazis who actually killed Jews by the millions were actually fucking Christians. They fucking weren't Arabs.
So this
I'm sorry to break your fucking little heart. Maybe you could go suck a dick as you're crying into your pillow tonight.
This is Maduro talking about him bending over backwards to help Trump, and this is a couple of days before he was actually kidnapped. So he's talking to the press here.
Nosotros hemos tenido, Ramón, una sola conversación. Él me llamó el viernes 21 de noviembre desde la Casa Blanca estaba. Y yo estaba en el Palacio de Miraflores. Conversamos 10 minutos. Y fue una conversación, como yo he dicho, respetuosa, muy respetuosa.
¿Qué le dijo
cordial.
¿Qué le dijo el presidente Trump?
Lo primero que me dijo, Mr. President Maduro.
Excelente.
Y yo le dije, Mr. President Donald Trump. Y creo que fue hasta agradable esa conversación. Pero de ahí las evoluciones post conversación no han sido agradables. Esperemos. Y al pueblo de Estados Unidos yo le digo lo que le he venido diciendo. Aquí en Venezuela tiene un pueblo hermano. Al pueblo de Estados Unidos inclusive le digo, aquí tienen a un gobierno amigo. Empezar a conversar en serio, con datos en la mano. Y el gobierno de Estados Unidos lo sabe, porque se lo hemos dicho a muchos de sus voceros, que si quieren conversar seriamente de un acuerdo de combate contra el narcotráfico, estamos listos. Que si quieren petróleo de Venezuela, está lista Venezuela para inversión estadounidense como con Chevron. Cuando quieran, donde quieran y como quieran.
Mira eso. Look at that. I'm trying to speak in Spanish. Look at that. He said that he was fine with U.S. investment in the oil industry.
I mean, it would be kind of funny if this show wasn't in Spanish.
I started speaking Spanish there. He was fine.
You're probably just fucking some kind of troll, and I don't know what you're getting up to. But yes, Greeks call themselves Greeks, dumbass. They don't call themselves Egyptians.
I'm looking at the comments too. Griaks don't call themselves Griaks. Did you know that? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like Italians don't call themselves Italians. Jesus.
And then of course says, yes, they do. Yeah, Greeks do call themselves Greeks.
But just a fucking troll. Just ignore them.
So
it's an irrelevant comment. It doesn't add to their argument.
Yeah, it's like saying, well, you're a doo-doo head, so what? Fuck you. You ain't got no argument.
The point is, there was a point in time where we had nations, and then we had modern nation states. So to say that Palestine never was a nation because they were never a modern nation state is ignoring the fact that there was nations before the invention of the modern nation state.
And like I said, all that land was technically part of Egypt, and Egypt calls themselves Egyptians. So they wouldn't call themselves Palestinians; they would call themselves Egyptians. But that I digress. But Angel, I actually think it would be kind of funny if this was all in Spanish. Just like, hey, what's up? You know, in Spanish.
I love the trolls, though. Keep it coming. Trolls are good. We want trolls.
Yeah, we want trolls, so we can literally embarrass you.
Like and subscribe.
Good God, what is it with these? ICE has been just whipping people's asses and arresting them all over the country. Portland, Minnesota, especially. I've been seeing it all over X.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing. That's literally called martial law. Now you're beating up poor citizens.
You might as well declare martial law. I just saw what we were talking, Alex. You were talking about earlier. Miss Rachel with Zoran here running. So.
If you're happy, you know it, clap your hands.
Is this real?
Clap your hands.
Oh
no! Then you should go and do it. If you like
to suck dick,
clap your hands.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
What are you doing? Do you not know Mandani supports Israel?
Apparently not.
This is going to be. I saw.
Before we go, we have to do this. Go ahead. No,
I was going to say I saw Bad Empanada did a video recently talking about like this is going to be the thing now. Is they're going to have to whitewash all of this, and Mamdani and some others are going to be like the people they're going to use to whitewash this like liberal Zionism thing. They're going to have to launder these liberal Zionists in some way. So they're going to have to soften this in the future because AOC wants to be president. She's a liberal Zionist. So there's going to be a crop of progressives coming out, and part of their job is going to be to whitewash all of the liberal Zionism.
Wait, let me check who it was again.
I mean, for fuck's sake, it's not even an argument at this point.
Jackie, you know, the one of the DSA females, you know, she said,
that Jackie?
Yeah. She said she defended AOC, saying she's right. This is clearly.
Of course she did.
Oh God. We have to expose Trump's hypocrisy here.
I would just say stick to teaching kids because unless
in 2023, Trump claimed that Venezuela oil was garbage. It's the worst you can get, like it's tar. 2026, Venezuela oil, very good oil, great oil, fantastic.
I was gonna say that. Why the fuck did you just take illegally take captive their president?
So Trump is a little hypocrisy here by Trump, but he's not bothered by that. But hypocrisy.
But now we're buying oil from Venezuela, so we're making a dictator very rich. Can you believe this? Nobody can believe it. You know where the oil? You know the oil is garbage. It's horrible. The worst.
The oil. We're keeping the oil. We're gonna sell the oil to the Europe countries.
Now this is today. This is now President Trump.
Oil, which is a heavy oil, very good oil, great oil.
Very good oil.
Fuck you, Trump, you fucking pedophile.
Certain things like
give it to me, Donald. Give it to the people. This is what you worked your whole life.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Fantastic. I suck on it all the time. I suck dick. Oh, I suck oil dick. I love oil.
All of.
So yeah, Trump.
Just let you know, I know you know this, Angel, but the account, whatever the name is, it's from Midas Touch, so he's still a shitlib or a
no, of course.
Midas Touch to Republicans.
Yeah. Well, just because I agree with that doesn't mean I am a shitlib. It just means that I agree with what he said. You know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So Jesus, I had to go way over time because
it's 9:30.
I know I have to go way over time because. Oh, this is interesting. I'm sorry. One more thing.
I know we always interrupt you, but it's I have to say what I have to say.
One more thing.
The trolls at it again.
This is most
That's
likely.
right,
So President Trump calls for a 1-year cap on credit card usury to a 10% maximum interest rate, effective January 20, 2026. So he says, please be informed that we no longer let the American public be ripped off by credit card companies that are charging interest rate of 20 or 30%, even more, which festered unimpeded during Sleepy Joe Biden's administration. Affordability, effective January 20, 2026. I, as President of the United States, are calling for a 1-year cap on credit card interest rates at 10%.
I thought you didn't care about it.
You are a sack of shit. You are a lying sack of shit.
Coincidentally, the January 20th date will coincide with the 1-year anniversary of the historic and very successful Trump administration. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Bullshit. Make America great again, President Donald J. Trump.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yeah, it caps at 10, but then when you go over that, whenever you use your credit card a lot, it'll go up to. I meant 20%.
One more thing we need to talk about here. Trump also called for banning of corporations on buying up single-family homes. Where is it, though? Did I say that?
Except for BlackRock and all those other companies that are literally saying, "Oh, poor people, you should own nothing, be happy, and eat some bugs."
Yeah, he's teasing some things now. I saw he teased something about rescheduling marijuana federally.
CBC. We appreciate it.
Here we go. Here we go. Trump announces ban on institutional home buyers. In a Truth Social post on January 7th, Trump blamed high inflation under the Biden administration for making homeownership elusive and promised to ban large institutional investors from buying more single-family homes, urging Congress to make it a law. He plans to detail affordability ideas at the World Economic Forum in Davos soon. Oh, how high class are you, Mr.
That's
President?
because WEF, because the WEF, they want you to own a home.
Yeah.
Literally, these are the people that literally looked into a fucking camera and what's his nuts said, "You will own nothing. You will be happy, and you will."
That's their whole deal. Their whole deal is you will own nothing. They're the ones that are going to save.
That's your catch, Angel. Your catch is right there. He's going to talk to the WEF who wants you to own nothing, be happy.
Amid medium home prices hitting $410,800 last year due to low supply and high rates, supporters cheered the move for families. Stocks of firms like Blackstone dropped sharply. Their stock. Though experts noted investors just sold 1% of homes and doubt it'll fix underbuilding or rates. Bipartisan politician echoed support for similar restrictions.
No, what happens is BlackRock and them will say, well, we're not investors. We are legitimate companies. So there's the loophole that they'll get around. But he's going to go to the WEF and go, hey, guys, should we give poor people homes? And they'll go like, no, we want them to eat the bugs.
Yeah. I forgot. I like using this account occasionally, but Wall Street Apes is sucking up to Trump in the worst way here. Holy shit, it's happening. Donald Trump is banning large institutional investors like BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street.
He said a thing. It's true.
Single-family homes and renting them back to
Christ.
Another win for Trump.
And if you believe anything that Trump says, you're a fucking sheep.
Yeah, so there you go. I'm glad I remembered that, but we bring that up. It's about wages.
C-Bugs.
Yes, absolutely, CBC. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Nothing, be happy, and suck Z-Bugs.
All right, so we do really have to wrap up, but I just wanted to bring those two things up. No, I had to go way over because
I'm just saying.
I got interrupted multiple times, which is fine. I like the conversation, but it's like we went way over. I had to go over time in order to talk about everything I wanted to talk about.
Well, no offense, honestly, but I'm the only parent here, so
honestly,
I'm the only one who can really speak about that.
Yeah, I didn't get to everything I wanted to, which is fine. I'll probably get to some of it next week if need be. But yeah. So, guys, thank you for hanging out with us and really watching the show for as long as it's been this week. Make sure you like and subscribe. We are at, let me check how many likes we got right now. Looks like we're at 29. So we probably won't get to 40 again this week. We'll go up to 30.
Holy shit, but we're like right there. We're right there. I told you, everybody wants a piece of Mrs. Witchy. You want that piece of Mrs. Witchy, baby.
Tomorrow I have every expectation to do pro wrestling talk at 8 o'clock Eastern. We have a lot to talk about. Cody.
I'll be on at 9 Eastern.
Okay,
and,
Cody.
Bill, you're free to join if you want to. And
and don't worry about not knowing anything about wrestling. We just
Dave, if you're watching, join tomorrow's road. So
Yeah, so we'll definitely talk about what happened on Raw. CM Punk retaining his title.
And also, for those who are interested, Andrew, you might probably be interested too. The NFL wildcard games are on tomorrow and Sunday.
Oh, good. More propaganda bullshit.
Yeah, but they're probably on the time we're doing the show, unless they're on in the afternoon. I don't know, but depending what problem is, real quick, the NFL is forcing you to have all these streaming platforms in order to watch the wildcard round. I mean, I've seen all the like you have to have Netflix or Amazon Prime and all these streaming platforms.
I remember a couple of years ago I had to order Peacock just to watch the Chiefs.
Yeah, Peacock, another one. Yeah, Peacock.
I just got rid of Peacock if they ain't got WWE, and they're like, "Oh, what? We're gonna break up?" I'm like, "Yeah, Peacock. I only used you for the WWE."
You knew what this was.
You know what this was? I fucking used you because you had WWE on. Now you can go suck a dick.
You got what you wanted out of this, and I got what I wanted out of this.
We'll be talking about.
I guess Accord Lord is a Seahawks fan. Yeah, the Seahawks got the #1.
Go Hawks! So it's all propaganda. It's all fake bullshit. How do I know? You can go to the was it at the? Oh God, it was Buffalo and somebody else, Denver, I think, Denver and Buffalo, and people had betted that it was going to be 8-point difference. And instead, Buffalo was down by 8 points. Buffalo was down by 8 points. And there's no way they were going to come back. So what did they do? They kicked a field goal instead of going for a touchdown and then trying for a 2-point conversion because they wanted to fuck those people out of the 8-point betting that they did. All you have to do is see that.
Also,
that was totally fake.
Also, I showed you guys before how in the Eagles and 49ers game, the referee is an Eagles fan. He's probably going to rig that game for the Eagles.
Oh, they all, all are betting on that. And nobody fucks with the mafia.
We'll talk about Cody Rhodes dropping the belt to Drew McIntyre in shocking fashion, maybe, because I didn't expect WWE to switch that title like that.
But poorly executed.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I gotta actually watch the match and see because it sounds like it's poorly executed.
That's the genius from Triple H.
Anyways, real quick.
Wait a minute. There's one genius and there's one Triple H.
Yeah, the president claimed,
and nobody talks about the genius.
I know we have to go, but I just saw this, and the president said we had a great meeting with oil executives. We formed some sort of deal.
Yeah, we sucked a lot of dick for those oil.
We're going to be investing.
What? I can't hear you.
And I'm just going to read it because you can't really even hear him because of
this is like Joe Biden. This is almost Joe Biden level activity.
The mic is not on.
Away from the microphone.
We had a great meeting with oil executives. We formed some sort of deal. They're going to be going in hundreds of billions of dollars in drilling oil, and it's good for Venezuela. It's great for the United States.
Yeah, it's so great.
A lot of money is going to be made.
He's literally sucking. He spent a whole bunch of time sucking off his donors in this meeting, and then he got a little heart note from Marco Rubio, who wanted to suck his dick.
A lot of money is going to be made. Oil prices will come down, although they're getting down pretty good right now without it. It was a great meeting we had today with the biggest companies anywhere in the world. So basically, it's like he's claiming oil prices will go down, assuming gas prices will come down too.
Yeah, and we'll all get fucking $2,000 in tariff checks. Yeah, right.
Yeah, now we can watch that repeating pattern of people saying that he's going to lower oil prices, and then when it doesn't happen, they say, "Well, the president has no power over oil prices."
Yeah,
like Joe Biden. Remember, liberals were saying that about Joe Biden.
It's every time. Every time.
It depends who's president, though.
What are you doing?
That's what they literally just did.
It depends who's president.
What Trump did.
I know.
That's just the whole meeting was just. Yeah, I love oil.
Give me a minute. It depends.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, Bob.
It depends who's president because if Democrats are in charge, they do the same thing. But so real quick, like and subscribe. Go watch Pro Wrestling Talk tomorrow at 8.
32, is that what I saw?
31.
I told you people love Mrs. Witchy.
I'll be on tomorrow at 9.
Okay.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're at 31.
I won't be able to tomorrow.
Oh, well, we love you anyway, and we'll see you when we can see you.
Right. Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for watching. Like and subscribe. Check us out tomorrow at 8. We've gone way over time this weekend. Thank you very much for watching. God bless. Peace out. Whatever. Good night.
Suck a dick!